5 hours into it in the last 2 days.
Is it any good?
Yeah, I like it. I mean, it doesn't really hit the same nostalgia feels as the original, but it's good.
Well, I mean, that's
I'm
because
enjoying
it's
it.
new.
The problem is the Resident Evil 3 remake came out as well, so my plan was to play that first, but they released Final Fantasy VII Remake early here, so
That's the one that really got me into Final Fantasy. That one. I played Final Fantasy 3 as well, like on the Mega Drive, or those are stairs.
Yeah. I played them all.
Well,
I'm like a total fanatic.
Yeah, I'm just from the whole Final Fantasy franchise. I'm just playing lowly Final Fantasy 14, and and that's it. I haven't even touched any of the surfaces of any other of the 15 games.
Yeah, what's wrong with Final Fantasy? No, I'm joking. Never really got into the online ones. Okay. Alright, let's get started. We'll just go over to map of Kir Sabal. Alright, so recap of last session. You guys find yourselves in Kir Sabal, and you've come here to try and learn the Dance of the Seven Winds. You'd saved Nafir from some Terrafolk who had captured him, and you've come here to do a bit of a trial. The trial was to climb up these rickety wooden platforms leading up to the monastery of Kir Sabal, and the Aarakocra were judging you of how you do this, and of course you tried to impress them the best way you could by actually just walking up, even though some of you had other abilities that could allow you to simply skip the trials. However, the Aarakocra obviously wouldn't see any value in this. They wanted to make you guys work for the pleasure of staying at Kir Sabal. So you entered through the cleansing chambers, where you were dusted with gold dust, and you're dressed up with these headdresses and ritualistic necklaces. And you've entered the main monastery, where you can see the symbolism of Abteo all over. There's a few Aarakocra living here. You can see that the furnishings have been designed to accommodate the Aarakocra's wings, and overall the Aarakocra are very friendly with you all. You have finally been invited to the Elder's house to meet with Ashara. And that's where we ended the session, with you guys entering the Elder's house. You'd learn that other Aarakocra pretty much are forbidden to enter, and none have entered for the longest time. You've been invited inside though, and you have just been told like the rules of Kir Sabal. It's a place of peace and prosperity, so obviously they won't tolerate any violence or any thievery or anything like that. So you guys are on this topmost building of the monastery, and this is where you guys are on the top-down map. So this structure is quite grand, but as you step foot inside, you can see that the interior hasn't been very well looked after. The lower floor of the house is just a single room, and there is an elderly Aarakocra, Ying Matona. He's kind of just sleeping on a mattress when you guys enter, which was underneath this staircase. But as he sees you guys approach, he kind of gets up and he moves around the statue, and then kind of places his hands on it and then peers over at you all. The statue itself is obviously very old, and it's carved in the stylized Cholton manner. You guys recognize these the imagery from statues that you've seen in Port Nyanzaru, and it's of a tabaxi. And you guys could make a religion check to try and see like what religious bearings this Tabaxi statue has. Alright, most of you make the observation that carved into the Tabaxi's fur is this swirling maze-like pattern. And you believe that it's a depiction of Obteo as a Tabaxi. The walls here are also painted, albeit the murals are very, very faded. These frescoes are of floral designs. And also like mathematical symbols are worked into these faded designs. There's also a section of the floor here that seems to have completely collapsed from age. Someone peering over the edge will see rocks several hundred feet below. Ying Matona greets you all with a nod. Ashara. And very curiously points one of its feathered fingers to these stairs leading up. Ashara. And has a
I will
whispery
bow.
voice.
What did he say? Or it's not primordial anymore.
He says Ashara,
Oh.
the name of the elder you guys are here to meet.
Oh yeah, right. I knew that.
So I guess he was reincarnated from the Tabaxi. Because they are monks.
You guys head up the stairs. The wooden stairs just creak underfoot as you guys move. And Sir Liz is just too big to come in here. So it can stay outside.
He frowns. He frowns.
Right, as you make your way up to this room, there's a small hallway. There's no windows. And the upper floor here is also decorated with frescoes similar to those on the lower floor. And there's just like two small candles here, giving a little bit of light to this room. And you just see a single door set into the south wall. It's ajar when you guys enter, and a voice calls out, "Enter!" Speaks in common.
Oh shit. A different template. You know, it's
Peering.
all business now.
Peering into this small room, you can kind of see just a wooden desk and a seat, and just a couple of windows looking out to the views of Kir Sabal below. And you see this very old-looking Aarakocra, red feathers. The feathers are kind of tattered, and it's got some cracks in its beak. Its eyes look weathered, but it's majestic nonetheless. The
He's got the swirling things on his clothing as well.
yeah, you see the imagery of Obteo is everywhere. There's no actual imagery of there's no like actual maze patterns though. There's just some frescoes. So Ashara just stands up and faces you all. And how do you guys present yourself to the village elder?
I will take a bow and introduce myself. Yes, I am Petra. Petra? I let the next person go.
Petra.
I kneel and I say, I'm Talum the Just.
I'll hold my hands together and just pray.
I stand up straight. I give him a nod that's respectful, but I don't kneel. Hi, Nice to meet you.
And I'm Millhouse.
Ashara looks over at you all. Ah, yes. Many different ways to greet an elder. None are right and none are wrong. You fabulous creatures. You are the ones who rescued Nafir from the Terrorfolk. For this, you are most welcome here. I can see 2 of you did not pass the test. Where is your gold dust? Where is your prayer beads?
I tried so hard, but these short legs of mine are not made for jumping.
I've never been one of the athletic types, so unfortunately I was unable to pass the test. I was brought up here by the Arakakra. They did not tell me of any gold dust or prayer beads.
Ah, that is unfortunate. So, Nafir has made you a promise to teach you the ritual known as the Dance of the 7 Winds. That is why you are here. To expedite your travel through these vast jungles. Where are you heading? You are very far away from your civilized lands.
Well, we're heading to multiple places, and one of them seems to be like a lich's lair, supposedly.
Yes, one of the locations I believe is Orlanga, and then another is Mombala, and then 2 Camp Ranches.
Orlanga. Yeah. The Great Pyramid. The Ziggurat of Knowledge. You should be weary of Mabala, though. There is evil that lies there. The Dance of the 7 Wings can certainly give you the means to travel vast distances as you soar through the air. But I'm afraid 2 of you have not proven yourselves worthy of the ritual.
So can they not learn the dance?
They cannot. They are not
Okay.
worthy of my wings.
Can they
Or
try
I
again?
must sacrifice my wings.
Oh, that's negative.
There is no recompense. What's done is done. I have listened to the winds, and they have told me your fate. For those of you that have proven yourself worthy, I can teach you the dance, however. I require a black orchid as a material component for the ritual.
A black orc?
Orchid.
Oh,
I think it's a
orchid.
flower.
Oh, okay.
Only we had a druid.
Yeah, that's too bad we don't
Would
have
I
one.
know where those typically grow?
You can make a nature check. But if you're not from Chult,
I'm-
the chances of knowing that would be minute.
We could ask.
I'm not even gonna try. With my intelligence and no proficiency in nature.
Yeah,
Okay,
you'd
do
have
you
no
know-
idea. I mean, you called
I'm
it an
gonna
orc.
I'm gonna ask the I can't see his name. The bird man.
Ashara.
Ashara. I say. So where are the black orchids that you?
It is a very rare flower. It is not one that you will find growing on our mountainside. But there is a garden not far from here. One that you may find a black orchid. My scouts seldom visit the great garden of Ningalore, as there are creatures that would mean to do them harm. Spiders, and assassin vines, and Jakuli.
Well, that's me out then.
When we find one, how does it look like? Besides being black, that is, and an orchid.
There is.
One may-
You'll never find an orchid that is not black in petals.
Well, can you give us a direction, a distance? I mean, I guess we're off then. We'll be back in a little bit.
Maybe we could have a little rest here.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, a rest sounds good.
Also, because we rescued the fear, I was wondering if I could have one of your brass bowls.
Excuse me?
I'm also a monk, and I'm away from home. I left in a rush for the death curse, and I forgot my bowl. And I'm never going to find another monastery.
Make a persuasion check. You may make use of our braziers for your ritual, as long as it will bring no harm or upset the balance of the Aarakocra and Kir Sabal. But you may not take it from here.
Okay. I'll use it tonight.
Ying Patona, escort the humans to their chambers. And yes, you are welcome to rest here for as long as you like. You have passed the test for the most part. This is a place where you will find respite. Ying Matoda comes up. This way. This way. Follow me.
You know what this means, fellas?
What?
This means Millhouse gets another go at it on the way back up.
Now we got to do it again.
So, Ying Matona starts taking you back to the main monastery, and you guys pass this very luxurious-looking dwelling. It's definitely it stands out amongst the other dwellings that you've passed by because of the furnishings that you've seen. You notice them as you walk by the open doorway. They're all like furnished. It's furnished for humans, and you see this a Cholton woman. She just looks like a teenager. A young woman. She pokes her head out of this top window here, and she's kind of looking down at you all. And Ying Matona, who's escorting you back to the main monastery, instantly gives like a fleeting bow. And Ying Matona turns to you all. Ah, Queen! Queen! And yeah, is just proselytizing herself to this human. What do you guys do?
Is this person recognizable if we've seen her before?
No. She's a Cholton female. She looks like a teenager. She's got some sort of like headband on. She's dressed with jewelry that's braided with her hair. And yeah, Ying Matoda is calling her queen.
Cool.
Yeah.
Give a nod. What's up?
What's up?
There's your own picture.
She looks down at you. Excuse me? How dare you speak to me like this? I am the Queen of Jolt. Throw that one off the edge for insolence. Yes, Queen. And the Aarakocra just flies up and just gets ready to grab you, Orion, and throw you off the edge. What do? The Aarakocra instantly obeys this person's orders.
Shit. Sorry, ma'am. Is that
Wait,
what you want? Is that good?
King Matona. You will get on your knees in the presence of the Queen of Cholt.
Oof.
Now. I will forgive
Ooh.
your ignorance due to circumstances.
Spending so much time around Ragnar, you should be used to it at this point.
I hesitate. I kind of look over my shoulder at everybody else like, do I mean, come on.
Just do it.
Dude,
do
come
it.
on.
Suck it up.
All of you.
God.
And Artis looks over. I think we should do it. You notice other Aarakocra are starting to close in on you guys too.
Yeah, I do it.
Yeah, I do it.
I'm a
Alright,
free
let's-
man. I'm not gonna kneel.
Alright, done.
Very well. Then you will fall.
Fine. Get down on one knee.
But surrender.
Ugh, I don't like this.
No, it's not hard for me to kneel, so.
I wish to see you all in my house. You may enter. The princess says.
Nah.
No animals allowed. Keep the savage beasts outside.
Which one you're talking about?
Sorry, alright.
She looked at her right what she said.
You feel like she was kind of hinting at that, but she doesn't affirmatively say that.
I fart and walk in.
He did.
Alright, as long as you fight outside, then she's
Yeah.
fine with that.
You have to abide
Good.
by the laws of marriage.
That you get it all out first. Alright, so this is the wooden walkway out the front of the dwelling, and there's an open door that you can walk through. Just over here.
Yeah, I'm not going first.
Art is just taking your.
I'll go first. I don't care.
It's too late. Art is already in there.
Damn.
Inside, you see these really nice furnishings. They're all for humans. There's a kitchen here, an oven, a wash basin, some firewood, and very neatly organized food items. Rare Epicurean food items. And then there's
room in here.
It's very small. It's kind of cramped for this many people. And the voice calls out from above. Climb up.
I don't like this lady already.
Go on, Orion.
Well,
Grrr.
well, you either like her or you fall. That's
I'm-
kind of the
I'm
motto
debating
here.
that. I'm debating that.
This the Queen of Cholt. She's got to be alright.
We don't know that.
She's got our cockroaches. They're good people.
Well, maybe she just likes cocks.
Alright, as
She
you
looks a little different.
as you
She looks a lot different.
As you enter, you see a bedroom here. There's a couple of beds, some barrels, some crates, and on one of the crates are all these beautiful trinkets, silver brushes and mirrors, crystal perfume bottles, writing quills made from multicolored parrot feathers. She has jewels braiding her hair, necklaces and rings set with fiery Cholton opals and ambers, and she's very much dressed like royalty. And you also see a young boy. He looks to be about 10 years old. He's just sitting on a bed and he smiles and waves at you all. And he gets scolded by the princess. Don't wave to them. They are our subordinates, nah.
What did you say?
You can bow again now.
Yeah,
You're
I
in the
think so.
presence of the Queen of Chult.
I'll bow again.
Can I actually insight check if she's actually queen?
That wouldn't be an insight check. You don't have enough information to know if she is or not.
Oh yeah, that's true. I wouldn't.
It would, if anything, it would be a history check.
Well, I mean, no,
I'm quite.
no.
I know my history.
But yeah, you can't just
I
look
don't
at
like
someone
history.
and know if, like, you can't just look at someone and see into their soul to see if they're a queen or not. You
But
might
we've seen-
well,
we've seen
at least
drawings
at
of
least
her, at
at
yeah?
least talk to them or something first. All right. So this princess. All right. Firstly, does anyone not bow?
Whatever the softest like bow I can do, the shallowest thing that would be acceptable. I just like very gently bow.
That's called a curtsy.
Yeah.
All right. The princess sees you all bow, and then says, "What? Like, waits a good 5 seconds before saying." You may stand, and the little boy, the prince, he says, "Oh yes, you are in the presence of Queen Mawaxanere, Queen of Chult, Queen of Amu, ruler of all lands." Good now, that is the proper introduction. Tell me, why are you here in Kir Sabal?
We actually saved one of the residents here, and as thanks, they offered to provide us with a gift of flying. That would help us on our quest to try to cure this death curse that's currently going on throughout the world.
Death curse? What is a death curse? Tell me.
When you die, you don't wake up again.
That is normal. When you die, you do not wake up. I know that.
Well, it's more than that. People that were resurrected or brought back to life are becoming dead again due to the magic, and actions as far as trying to resurrect them again are not working.
And once you're a dead
Do not
dwarf-
speak unless you are spoken to.
Shouldn't we speak?
How do you not know what a death curse is?
Excuse me?
You heard me?
I mean, aren't you the queen?
Are you
Shush.
doubting my heritage? The only reason why I don't have an army here is because I've been in hiding. I forged a pact with the Wind Dukes. They have been using their power to protect me and my brother. They have been watching over us since the fall of our great city. I am not up to date with current affairs. But when the people of your small cities, the district of Port Nyanzaru, I believe, learn of my presence here, they will send a royal army to rescue me. Where do you hail from? What are your districts? Where are your provinces? You may speak now, and points at you, tell him. Knight?
I hail from Celestial Realm. But, yeah. Not much about it.
Celestial realm. It is not a realm. It would be under my command.
Well, I didn't see you in the, where all the angels live and stuff like that. But I mean, yeah, I'm not allowed to lie, so I'm just saying what I know.
I care not for your fairy tales. Be that way. You, savage! What nest did you crawl from? Points at you, Orion.
I come from a place where we don't have kings or queens. I come from the Youthgardt lands.
Oh. A savage. A wildling. Huh.
But-
I hope
but
you have
you
washed
think-
before entering my dwelling.
I don't generally respect anybody unless... Oof. I'm gonna take a walk. You guys have fun. I'll leave the room.
You will not
I'm a back runner.
leave
Oof.
until I permit it.
I'm a free man. You don't tell me what to do.
I see.
Good dog.
She pokes her head out the window. Ingmatona. Gather the men. Toss this one off Kir Sabal.
Ugh.
I will not tolerate his backtalk any further.
Oh boy. Well, I mean, can we just calm down?
This is a very small room.
You start to see Aarakocra flying around past the windows of this dwelling.
I mean, would be very nice if you wouldn't throw our companion off the cliff.
Well,
But
I
just
am
Just
the
say
queen. You must address me with proper respect. I don't follow orders. I give them.
well, I didn't really issue an order. I was just saying would be nice if you wouldn't throw him out because he would be essential in saving the land of Cholt. And not only Cholt, everything else as well.
multiverse.
Wait. She holds her hand out the window to stop the Aarakocra, who have already pretty much landed at the wooden partition leading up to the room that you guys are in. I want to hear this. You said
Well-
you vie for Cholt?
Well, we fight for it, literally the humanity at this point, because, well, a lot of our friends and allies and a lot of other people are currently, especially from my Order of the Gauntlet, are currently searching for outlaw lich. Let's just put it like that. That cursed the whole planet. And yeah, we wish to seek his end so we could save all the people who are currently struggling to live because of him.
But you are
What-
just a handful.
We-
You need an
we wanna fight-
army. How do you fight a
Dude.
war without an army?
Well,
You're right.
it's not. Well, I mean, sometimes a smaller party is better for infiltration than a large group.
Oh. You're from a city, aren't you? Or a village? Are you from the village of Waterdeep? Is that where you come from? Have you been sent to find me and rescue me? When will my army be coming? Or perhaps you're from the Principality of Am. Well? When is the army coming? Don't be coy with me.
No one was even since we came to Port Nine Zaru. No one even spoke of a queen. So your presence here was duly unknown to us.
Of course that is the case. If they knew of my presence here, your village of Port Nyanzaru would have sent thousands of soldiers to aid you in a matter of days. If they were aware of my need. I heard there are merchants that rule the village of Port Nyanzaru. Did they send you for me?
Well, we kind of did state our quest, but I mean, if you wish to return to Port Nyanzaru, at some point we can, if we get the flight, we can make a little detour for you. Well, no, not detour. We will directly escort you to the town, village.
I don't know about this death curse.
Yeah, it's the end of the world, as we know it.
You will be under my command.
Absolutely not.
This is an order by your queen. Failure to adhere to my order will be met with death.
Ugh.
This is a queen's order. I know you do not have rulers, and you consider yourself free, but you are in my land.
Well, at threat of death, maybe.
This is what you do in civilized locales. There is a king and a queen, and they give orders to their subordinates, and the subordinates carry out those orders. And in return, the king and the queen provide for the people, like I will provide for you.
Ma'am, for this good of this conversation, I would request your permission to leave your presence.
You
She's like a
cannot.
chieftain.
You will now work for the good of Cholt. My city has been destroyed. Once where there were great rivers, there now flows lava. Where there were magnificent temples, there is now rubble. My city of Omu, this nation's capital, has been destroyed. Are you so far removed from events in my kingdom that you're not aware of this?
We are new to these lands.
That is why I have excused your ignorance. I need to garner widespread support to repopulate and rebuild Omu. And I need my followers to work with me. I need you to retrieve a long-lost treasure called the Skull Chalice of Shakigre. You will go to Omu, and you will return this treasure to me once you find it, for the good of Cholt. You will be rewarded. 250 gold pieces each from my private treasury.
Where's Omu?
It's in the jungle.
Can you be
Far
more
from
specific,
here.
please?
You will speak with the bird folk, and they will tell you it is beyond my. It is beneath me to explain that to you.
Sorry, can I get an insight check on that slip up?
Sure. Keep in mind, she's just a child as well.
Sure.
We kill?
Whoops, I'm too angry. I'm just mad.
Yeah,
We kill
Ryan.
now?
You just think that she's she knows what she's talking about.
Solid.
You're not sure if she's trying to pretend that she knows more than what she does. And then Prince Nar sort of says,
Oh, yes, Amu is a great city. But Mum and Dad, well, they didn't make it out when the lava came and the evil skull man destroyed everything. Are you going to get the evil skull man?
You need to tell us everything about that.
Well, I mean, why wouldn't we?
do not address them. Nah, forgive my little brother. He is not of age to be a ruler yet. Do not converse with him. Now, once Omu is rebuilt, I will need a suitable consort. And I choose you, wildling.
Sorry, what?
It will be a good look for the wild people of Chult to marry with the more civilized of us, to unite Chult as a whole. This is not up for debate. You will wed me once Omu is built and I am of age.
Bye-bye, freedom.
Just out of curiosity, how old are you, lady?
I am 17.
FBI, open up!
When I am of age, we will wed.
She got a bit of time to then.
Well, how about we deal with the stuff that we talked about here, and we will revisit this.
Guess we will.
Can we all have invites to the wedding?
I swear to God, Victor.
If you can retrieve
I want to see
the
it.
skull chalice, then you will all attend the wedding. Of course, once Omu is rebuilt and restored to its majestic state.
It'll be a beautiful day.
Victor, I swear to God.
Okay. Should we tell Rag the wedding's off?
Oof.
He's not gonna like that you're eloping.
It's time to go.
Let us away.
And you need to get a new bed before that time as well.
Victor, I will throw you off of this.
You guys see Prince Nar start jumping up and down on his bed, and you actually notice like he does have this like feathered costume on, and he kind of raises his arms, and he actually is dressed like an Aarakocra. And he starts jumping up and down, flapping his wings.
Yay! Yay! I'm going to have a new brother!
Nope.
Oh, but the Queen said so, and you got to do what the Queen said.
But that's not how it works.
And also, you can have puppies.
But, you know, my sister Mwaxanere is the best queenest ever.
Really?
Oh, yeah.
Why is that?
He just laughs. And all of a sudden, you guys see Aarakocra swooping by the window. And everyone take a short rest. You've been here for more than enough time to take a short rest.
What?
Okay, why is this thing fucked up again?
Oh, it is fucked up again.
Oh,
Well, they must have done an update.
So Seb, what's the D for monk
A monk is a D8.
and a cleric?
D8.
Okay, is it better now? Oh, now it's healthy. Now it's healthy and well. I really need those 2 hit dice.
A Aarakocra flies up to Princess Mwaxanere's window.
Queen! Gargoyles! Hide yourself! Okay!
And she goes and jumps under the bed and pokes her head out.
Your soldiers! We're under attack by gargoyles! They're back again! Do something! Do something! I command you!
Sure. I kind of grumble and leave the room.
Well, something is
They're
also
chasing
going
me.
down.
The gargoyles! They have come from Amu!
Alright, I'll presume you guys will run downstairs.
I do got to admit, I do like the look of your new leash and collar. All right, very stylish.
You are
Very
you are a small light gnome who has proven he can die if he falls off of very high things.
I will move as best as I can because I can only move
Hey.
at half speed.
What do you mean die? I have survived falling off very high things.
Okay. Where's Turek? I feel like he can help with this. I feel
I
like
was
he would know
told
what to do.
I was going to
Turig
stay here for days, get kung fu.
is he comes out to this balcony. He's down here.
Turek!
He was in the infirmary. Alright,
Need your
so we'll do the same kind of like side view map and to get like a better visual as well as use the top down map. But you guys come out to the front of Princess Mwoxanere's dwelling, and what you see is 20 gargoyles. These 4 foot tall stone demon-faced winged creatures, and 20 of them. They're just flying in, descending or ascending on Kir Sabal. And you see every able-bodied Aarakocra swooping down to meet with the gargoyles. And 10 Aarakocra meet 10 gargoyles. And after that front line of Aarakocra meet with the gargoyles, they begin clashing with spear and claw. And 10 more break through the ranks, and they're heading straight for the princess's dwellings.
Are they bigger than the window in her second floor house?
They could squeeze through.
Okay.
So I'm just going to take off the gargoyles that are fighting the Aarakocra from the side view map, just so we don't get confused. You've got like maybe a round or two to prepare before they reach you guys. So, Turig, we said that you're in the infirmary, and you got injured. You were just resting in your room. You got injured on the climb up. So I'll just go around firstly to see what everyone's preparations are going to be. You kind of come to this wooden walkway. You know, it is a 600-foot drop down. You see the gargoyles swooping up at you guys. They're moving quite quickly. They'll be there in a couple of rounds. So you've got like 2 rounds to prepare yourselves. I'll go around and see what everyone does. We'll start off with Orion.
I'll angrily climb back up the ladder, and I'll be in the room with the princess and prince, and I'll rage before the fight, and I'll get out my short bow to shoot from the window.
Okay, she smiles at you. My hero, she says.
Okay.
Alright, so you climb back up to protect the princess. And Talon, what do you do?
Sacred weapon as my action. Well, if it's a round or 2, then yeah. That's pretty much it for this round. I'm gonna stand like somewhere around the same place I am now, like here or something, and tell the Lizzie to go hide inside the building.
Inside which building? In the monastery?
In the big one, because it can get inside the smaller one.
Okay. He goes inside. And Petra, what do you do to prepare yourself?
Is there a window in this room?
No. The bottom floor is windowless.
So I will go to the top floor as well, to a window, and prepare pretty much as soon as one of them gets close enough to 140 feet, I will use Eldritch.
Oh, you won't be able to ready an attack. That's only an action that you can do during combat. We're not in combat yet.
That's fine. I will just prepare pretty much as soon as they get close. I will start casting.
Okay.
Not prepared, but
Alright, Turig, so you were actually in this main building in one of the bedrooms. You just exited the room when you've heard the commotion. You're with Nafir, and you're in the main monastery. You've looked out over the balcony, you can see gargoyles coming in hot. So this is where you are on the top-down map, and if you look up, you'll kind of see everyone like over here on the building above.
Yeah. Can you hear me?
I can. How you doing?
Okay, cool. So Turig is going to transform into Deinonychus.
Yes.
Okay.
To create 40 foot movement speed. And he's gonna dash up the stairs as far as he can go.
Okay, I'll count your movement for you.
Okay.
Alright. So you've got 80?
80 feet of movement.
Okay. Alright, you get up onto the second floor balcony. So you're pretty much, let me just put you in, I'll just keep your, for the side view, I'll just keep you as a Turig token. You're like up here,
Alright.
basically. You can see yourself on both maps. And this door should be open. You can see Lizzie. So Liz, just at the front of this door. Alright, Millhouse, what do you do? Did you short rest, or you usually die already?
I used them all already.
Okay. Millhouse prepares, make another character attack.
You can make an Aarakocra since we're there
I'm
next.
not gonna let you die. Don't worry. I let you die last time.
Millhouse, this is your chance. You may be able to quickly complete the trial while everyone's distracted.
We'll have to hide under the desk.
Okay.
And I'll just bring this boy in from over here.
As you go under the desk, the princess kind of she like yells down, "You're not stealing anything, are you?"
There's nothing really worth stealing here.
I hate her.
Not
I
to
hate her
worry.
so much. I hate her so much.
Alright. Still,
It's me.
Artis is going to also come out with you guys. He'll be on this walkway. And Victor, what do you do for preparation?
So I want to get here up in this window.
You're going to go to the elder's house.
Yeah. I'm gonna go in that. Because they got window slits here, so
Okay.
Who's going to protect the elder?
You
no. I want the range.
You do remember that you're forbidden to enter unless invited.
Damn it.
Your character remembers that.
That's completely ruined my plan then. That room's get quite crowded. Is there any more room in there?
Where? Sorry?
Up here.
Well, it's a small room. Petra and Orion ran up there.
Okay. Yeah, let's go next to Petra.
You're going upstairs as well? Alright, you go up there and it's pretty crowded.
Can I ready an action or not?
Ready action is a thing that you do during combat. It's a combat action, and we're not in combat.
Okay.
Did you need a stealth check from me for hiding under the desk?
Oh, if someone went in, then I guess you could make a stealth check. You would get some clutter and put a bit of clutter in front of yourself, Millhouse. There's a few pots and pans down there and whatnot that you're trying to steal. Alright, Victor, you climb up the ladder and there's not really a great angle of this. Like, the windows are kinda... I mean, they're not arrow slits, they're bigger than arrow slits, but you can't really get a good angle out of one of them.
Okay. Oh, in that case, then I'm going to kick the front door open downstairs.
Alright, so you're going back downstairs. Artis and Talum.
Okay.
It's
I'll break the front door open, and then I'll
it's already
hide on
open.
the side.
It's already open. There's like Talum and Artis standing out the front already.
Okay, this is where I'm going then.
Alright, so you're going to stay in the lower floor of the building? You're down here on the map, on the top-down map. This is the wooden walkway outside. Did you want to
It's
stay?
like my house in Rust.
So you're staying inside?
Yeah, this is where I'm staying in, because we got artists down here, so we're okay.
Alright, the gargoyles kind of split, and a couple of them are going to fly up towards Nefia and enter through the main area of the monastery. One of them's going to swoop around. Two of them are going to swoop around to where Sir Liz is and enter there. Chasing after the lizard. And two of them are going to fly up to the top of the building where the princess is. And there's like there is a single Aarakocra standing guard there. And then the other four are coming in at those standing on the walkway. Alright. Let me grab them. At Artis and Talum.
If they're actually this close, you know what's gonna happen, right?
Alright, well, opportunity attacks are only for combat too, so I'll start them a little bit ways away then. Alright, so I'll roll initiative now. And just use the top-down map for combat, of course. And a couple more. Durig and Nefia. This side view map is just keeping track of locations, basically. Don't ignore it for combat, though. Alright, I guess Nefia's up first, and he's been left alone down here. He tries to fight off the gargoyles, but he's outnumbered. You can hear him squawking, Torik, from below you. Alright, Artis has got his longbow out, and he's going to just start firing at one of the gargoyles. He makes 3 attacks. He just quickly draws and looses, draws and looses. A couple of arrows hit the gargoyle. And Talum, you notice that the arrows are not very effective. The gargoyle's flesh is particularly tough. And Artis yells out, "Damn it! They're resisting the weapons!" Torik.
Okay, so
So these are the stairs you just ran up from. The balcony continues around to the west. You can hear Nefia also fighting back downstairs. And up ahead, down this hallway, 2 gargoyles have flown through the doorway to attack Sir Liz.
alright, so I will rush up to attack the gargoyles attacking Sir Liz. Since it wasn't a straight line, it doesn't activate counts. But bite.
That's it doesn't have to be a straight line, it just has to be straight towards. So that's a hit.
Okay.
Sorry. So you do get your pounce, but that is a miss. Alright, you leap at the gargoyle and just kind of bounce off of it and fall back on the ground. That is a hit.
That's a hit.
When you claw the gargoyle, it's a crit. You find it extremely hard to slash through its stony body, but you do whack it really good, and you clip off one of its ears, and the ear kind of breaks away and turns to mud.
So now you're gonna make a DC 12 strength throw, or be knocked prone.
Alright, I clicked it. Is it lagging? I'll try again. There we go.
There it is.
Alright, you leap on the gargoyle and you don't knock it over. You hit it again. You claw into it, and again your claws are not doing very good against it. It resists the damage.
And that would activate another strength save, but you already rolled 2, so.
I'll roll again. It wasn't intended for the second one.
Well, that still doesn't knock it over. Which doesn't activate my bounce or my bite, and that's my end of turn.
All right, this gargoyle, it just flies in a little bit closer to the room, and so Liz gets an opportunity attack.
Right. Wait a bit.
That's a hit. It bites the gargoyle, doesn't do very much, and the gargoyle just pushes in to give room to the other one that's behind it. And as it's doing that, it slashes a claw at you, Turek. Whoosh! It hits you for 6 slashing damage, and then it lands on the ground, turns, and with this demonic face, it snaps at you with sharp, stony teeth. Whoosh! And it chomps onto you for another 8 piercing damage. Right, meanwhile, this gargoyle, they're flying up at incredible speeds, and it just smashes into Artis with a volley of bites and claws, but Artis dodges out of the way and grabs the gargoyle and throws it back off of himself. So, Liz. So, Liz has got basically 2 options. Attack a nearby gargoyle or run. He doesn't have any room to move.
I mean, what he can do is... he's gonna dodge.
Okay. You link up with him telepathically and tell him to dodge. Tell him to defend. Try and not get hit. For as long as he can.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, the princess just pulls out a little dagger and her hand is shaking. Are they near? Are they dead yet?
Just stay by the bed, they're gonna be dead soon.
Okay.
Under the bed.
Prince Nar says, "What if there are monsters under the bed too?"
Okay, that's adorable.
Millhouse has got rid of them.
Alright, tell him.
Well, seeing that normal casual weapons don't really apply to this, and I don't really see enough people for good bless, I guess magic weapon.
Okay. The holy weapon is now glowing with a blue glow. Becomes magical as well.
And that was a bonus action. Hell to the fucking yeah. I go up and I need to add 1 magic bonus to my halberd and slash.
That is a hit. And you do overcome the gargoyle's resistance, putting a slash through it. And when you cut through its flesh, although it looked like stone, it feels like flesh and it bleeds mud.
Damn. That's hardcore. And I do it again.
That is a hit. This time you drive the halberd directly into its chest, and a heap more mud just splashes out. You look over and you see a couple of Aarakocra falling from the sky, a gargoyle being defeated, and then more Aarakocra flying in. They just start to leap off all of these different edifices, and there's just like a big battle that's broken out. all over Kir Sabal.
And oh wait, no, I can't attack with bonus action. I already did that. Okay, that's my turn.
Orion. I think you're muted. Attacking this one?
So sorry. Yeah, sorry. I'll lean out the window, and whatever one I can see out the window, I'll fire it.
You see an Aarakocra flying in front of the window with his kind of back towards you, and you find a gap under his wing, and you place a well-placed arrow into the gargoyle behind him, and it clips off a small chunk of stone mud.
Try to fire again at him.
And it is a crit. You hit him straight in the face, but you look in horror as it just completely shatters the arrow shaft and just puts the tiniest little chip in the gargoyle's head. Even though it was a direct hit straight on his face.
And then a bonus action, I'll shift to get some sweet temp HP. And
Alright, the princess just says, "Are they dead yet?"
nope, stay under the bed.
Petra.
Right, so I'm using Orion as a shield and firing at the one that he just fired.
That is a hit. You have your spell sniper, so you're able to ignore any sort of cover. That Eldritch Blast smashes off a big chunk of the gargoyle. Second beam whizzes right on by and misses. Millhouse.
Alright, Millhouse. Combat rolls out.
Alright, you kind of go to move like a large saucepan out of the way as you're trying to hide, and you end up kind of rolling into the saucepan, and the saucepan it was on its side and it flips upright and then spills back over the other side, and you kind of deposits you out onto the ground here.
It's hard looking this cool sometimes.
And there's it was a dirty saucepan, so you've got like some leftover stew on your beard. It actually tastes quite nice. It's pretty good.
5 volt at that one.
That is a narrow miss. As you try to avoid Artis and the Still Defender, you also miss the gargoyle.
Then I combat roll back under the table.
Alright, you would be prone to get there, so you can go prone again. If you want to be under the table.
I wouldn't have enough movement speed.
So yeah, you get there.
And I'll have Doggo. What up with it? Bonus action. Have Doggo 4th round.
Alright, it steps up to the wooden walkway and hits. The teeth just explode on impact and rip off a chunk of the gargoyle, bypassing its resistance, and that gargoyle is looking damaged now. Alright, as it moves back, the gargoyle is going to attack. It's going to just slash at it with a claw. It has advantage because the dog was squeezed as it was moving. And Doggo is hit for 4 slashing. Alright, Prince Nar is just, he's not a combatant. He's just hiding. Victor.
Okay, so I'm gonna squeeze past this ladder here. I'm gonna tell Artist to hold him up high. I'm gonna whisper to Ilmater to give me some favour, and then I'm gonna just do that. Then I'm gonna shoot him. Oh, bollocks.
It's a complete miss. You kind of get your leg caught on the ladder a little bit, Victor, and as you go to draw, you kind of trip a little bit, and you knock into the oven as well, and the arrow just hits the wall.
Okay, I will step forward to protect Millhouse, and I'm done.
I will know if something's been stolen, Princess says.
I'm a monk. At least they were bowls.
I've counted the brass braziers down there. Alright, some gargoyles are just ripping into Nafir. Alright, this gargoyle's gonna scream forward and attack Sir Liz with a claw. That misses. And a bite. And Sir Liz is bit for 6 damage.
Yeah, I didn't. Oh yeah, it has 12 AC. That's kind of lame.
And most animals, they don't have very good AC because they're just animals.
I need to get him some barding.
Okay, some attacks are happening behind the scenes. Ah! You can hear Nafir like screeching, and you can kind of see him fighting here against 2 gargoyles. Alright, this is the Aarakocra who's trying to defend the princess, and he just has a javelin in his hand, and he just fights off the gargoyle, thrusts the javelin straight into the gargoyle, taking off a small chunk. There are so many gargoyles though. This one flies in at you, Talon.
Provoking from Talon.
Yeah, you got an attack of opportunity there. It strays at the last second, and you thrust into the wrong direction, and the gargoyle just comes and slashes at you. And you leave yourself wide open for an attack. Whoosh! It slashes you across the neck. The pain from that causes you to drop concentration. The gargoyle then firmly plants its claws onto the walkway and tries to bite at you, Talon. And it kind of has a bit too much momentum, and it just headbutts the corner of the building. Ends its turn there. Alright, meanwhile, the Aarakocra protecting the princess is holding his own. He deflects incoming attacks. Another one flies up, and this one's going to just screech on up and plant itself on the walkway, attacking Artis, claws and teeth. And Artis is hit both times. Okay, this is the Aarakocra trying to get to the princess. And all of a sudden the gargoyle grabs the Aarakocra, snaps its sharp fangs down on the Aarakocra's neck. It rips its head back, and feathers and blood cover its maw. At the same time, a claw rips along its side, and that Aarakocra lets out a squawk of pain as it's looking very hurt. This gargoyle comes in at you, Talon, and you get sandwiched in by 3 of them. It screeches towards you, lands on you, and digs its claws into you for 3 damage, and then bites onto your shoulder for another 5. Alright, Nafir is close to death, and he's just going to try to fight the best he can. Alright, Artis is going to pull out Bookmark, and he starts spinning it around with some quick successive slashes. Each clip that he hits the gargoyle with, it's a big chunk of stone and blood, muddy blood, ripped off the gargoyle. That one gargoyle is looking close to being destroyed. Turig.
Turig is going to bite, claw.
Which one? This guy?
The one I already attacked. Yeah, the one to the north.
That hits. Alright, you chomp onto him and it does just about nothing. That hits. You claw with all your might and you take off another scratch. And that's a hit. And that is a good one. You break off a small chunk of its stony body with that attack.
No, I can't. I was gonna do Fury of the Small, but I'm not smaller than they are right now. End of turn.
Yeah, they're both... You're medium and he's medium. This gargoyle just returns the attacks. It just grabs you and just digs a claw into you. It kind of flutters up with its wings and it's pretty much perched on you like a gargoyle would perch on a building. And it's pushing down on you at the same time. And then it's also trying to bite you. But you kind of slip out of its grip and it chomps onto the wooden floor and then lets go and starts fluttering a few feet above the ground next to you. This gargoyle is going to try and grab Artis. It just tries to leap onto him and grab him. Artis, the gargoyle does grab onto his arm, but Artis just slips his arm free. You can see the gargoyle like in the motions of trying to just grab him and throw him straight off the edge. So Liz.
Liz keeps on dodging.
Alright, the princess, she sees Orion fighting and she seems impressed. She kind of pokes at your leg a little bit and she looks up to see the Aarakocra protecting her. Good job! Keep it up! Fight!
Fight.
Tell him.
Oh boy. No, that was some shitty ass rolls last turn, so I'm gonna use my second level 2 spell for, again, the recast. And yeah, I attack this one since I didn't actually damage anything else. Free a little. Actually, I'm gonna attack the one here.
Okay. That is a hit, and a good hit too. You just jam the halberd straight into the center of the gargoyle. And you bring the halberd around again, spinning it. You slash through its flesh with ease again.
And that's my turn.
Orion.
Can I grab this Aarakocra and pull him through the window?
He will resist, so make an athletics check.
I'm an advantage because I'm raging.
Yeah. And you grapple him.
Can I just put him right here?
Yeah, it'll cost you 20 feet of your movement. You grab him and drag him through the window and put him here. The princess yells, "What are you doing?"
You can't help if you're dead. Now fight from there, right? And then can I rage throw a dagger, or is that my action to grapple?
It replaces one of your attacks.
Then I'll use my interact with objects to pull out a dagger, and I will recklessly. Or I can't do that, so I'll just rage throw it at him.
Okay.
It's a rapier, but it's different damage to see if it hits.
That is a hit. So it'll be a 1d4 plus dex. Alright, you throw the dagger and it catches the gargoyle. It's still not looking particularly damaged yet. Petra.
The one that he just threw a dagger at, I'm gonna do a scorching.
That's a hit. Direct hit straight in the center of the gargoyle's face. Rips off a big jagged chunk. You fire again. That is a hit. And another hit. The gargoyle is almost destroyed. It just has mud dripping off of it. Chunks of stone missing from it. Millhouse.
I will use mending on Doggo.
Is it a 1 minute cast time for mending?
I keep forgetting it's a 1 minute cast time. I will not do that then. I'll just chuck a firebolt at the gargoyle.
Alright, you leap up. You'd probably get a better shot like moving there, Millhouse. But either way, 21 is good.
Yeah, so as many people as possible are in the line of fire. You're right.
Well, it's more like it's just more of a case of the door frame being in the way. Either way, it you fire past the Steel Defender and Artis, and it just slams into the gargoyle and breaks it apart, and fiery bits of mud just drip down, raining down. Kir Sabal. One gargoyle is gone.
Well done, Millhouse.
I did it.
High five.
And Millhouse is dead.
You break his hand, killing it instantly.
Leave a space for artists to get in. So I guess Doggo's just gonna dodge there.
Okay. Would you say it's going to take the Doge action?
I would. Well, no, he's not a dog. Which I keep getting mixed up. He says Sonic.
Alright, Victor.
So, I'll say to Millhouse, there's no need to be alarmed. I've got this under control. So I'm gonna stand here. Can I draw my longsword?
Yeah.
And I will draw my named sword. And I will stab him.
Crit. Alright, that was a good hit. Is your weapon magical as well, being Kensei? Or is that 6th level?
That's a good question.
I think
I
that
don't
might
know.
be 6th level.
I can't remember.
I think it might be. Is it 6th level? I think all my Kensai weapons are magical.
Yeah, they're either magical
happens-
or they're magical at
happens the
6th
same-
level.
It happens the
Oh, no.
same time your fists become magical.
Okay,
Oh,
okay,
yeah,
so
yeah,
no.
that's 6.
So no.
Okay, okay.
But
yeah,
I do have my
6th level.
divine favor on.
Alright, that is a good hit anyway. 14 damage. You just angle that longsword perfectly and just break off one of the gargoyle's arms.
He's still alive.
Oh, it's not really looking too badly damaged. That was the first attack that had hit it.
Okay, flying kick.
They're quite strong. You just kick the door frame. That is a miss.
Okay. But I do get to some extra AC.
Alright, you step back, go into a little bit of a defensive stance. Alright, as you do that, the gargoyle is going to slash at you. You've also got half cover against this. It's just going to poke its head in and try to chomp you. Miss.
Okay, I'm done.
Alright, Roll20 is lagging a little bit. Okay, so see what happens here. Alright, you guys look over to see a bloodied Nafir just unconscious, getting thrown off this monastery. Down he goes. And just doing some movement now. Alright, a gargoyle flies up straight into this doorway near Sir Liz and Turig from the bottom level of the monastery. Meanwhile, this gargoyle attacks Sir Liz. And Sir Liz is hit for 5 piercing damage. Alright, so Liz is on 1. So Liz is still hanging on. Alright, this gargoyle is going to, it's like this one down here. He's going to go from from this location, like he's going to leap out this window, and it's going to come fly up at Artis. It's looks like about 40 feet. He's got enough movement. Let me just move him over. So another one comes up to the Queen's dwellings. And it sees the Still Defender first, so that's who it will attack. And the Still Defender is hit both times for a total of 11 damage. And there are many more Aarakocra falling, and a few gargoyles as well. Looks like they're taking all of their defenses. It's this guy's turn. I accidentally skipped twice. Alright, this Aarakocra is going to try and push by you, Orion. And you can just choose to not let him go by if you want.
I won't. I'll say, fight from here. You do more out here.
The princess yells at you, Orion. Do not deny my soldiers the chance to protect me. That is an order.
He can protect you. He can protect you better from here. Am I muted? Can you guys hear me?
I can hear you.
Yeah, we got you.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, so you're not letting the Aarakocra go through?
No, I am not.
Alright, he's going to try and push his way through. He's going to try and force his way forward. So make an athletics or an acrobatics check. And you just push him back out of the way.
Fight from there. Stay there.
Alright, this gargoyle is going to attack you, Talon. He's going to claw. And he crits you for 7 points of damage.
Can you stop?
He just whips that
Oh,
claw
yeah, of course.
straight over the side of your face. Your face is covered in blood. And he tries
I
to
know
bite.
I am. I'm even trying to put on concentration spells at this point.
I mean, look, if you had your heavy armor, it wouldn't matter.
Alright, this gargoyle is going to fly up to the window here next to you, Orion. And the window is going to provide half cover for either side, because it's not a full gap to effectively fight through. And he managed to bite you on the hand for 3 damage, Orion. And then it kind of just... It flies to the side, and it gives this Aarakocra an opening for his javelin attack. And he hits the window frame. This gargoyle is going to try and grab Artis and remove him from the doorway with a grapple attack. Get off me! Ah! He just grabs the gargoyle's face and just holds it back. Right, this gargoyle, the injured one, flies up to Orion, attacks him through the window. Miss. And a miss. The vicious gargoyle is just poking its head through the window, snapping its maw, its claws clawing out the window frame. And this gargoyle is going to attack you, Talon. Firstly with its claws. It hits you for 6 points of damage. And then it tries to bite you. And misses. Artis yells out to you, Talon. Get back in the house, we're getting overwhelmed out here. I'll try and cut your way through. And he attacks the gargoyle next to him. And he hits it a couple of times with Bookmark, but it's not enough to destroy the gargoyle. It damages it pretty badly though.
We're
Torik.
gonna win this.
Turig, bite chomp.
That is a miss. That hits. Nice. You slash the gargoyle as hard as you can with that claw attack, and it's still not looking damaged. That is a miss. It's got a few scratches on it. That's about it. And it returns attacks at you, Turig. It tries to bite you. And it just chomps onto you. So you're hit for...
That just knocks me out of this form.
Alright, you take 5 damage as Tuareg. And let me... What initiative are you on? 21.
I think 15.
21.
As I hear the goblin scream, I'm gonna say, Tuareg, have you got anything to hide the princess? Any spells?
I don't even. I can't hear you. You're too far away.
Where are you?
You could probably yell at each other, but yeah.
Oh yeah, no, there's no way with all those gargoyles and everything.
You're about 50 feet
Gargoyles,
away.
cover your ears for a second.
And this gargoyle claws at you, Tuareg, as you come back into your goblinoid form. He slashes you for 5 damage. Alright, Sir Liz
Dodge.
just says I can't hold him much longer.
Don't worry, you're doing fine.
The princess crawls out from under the bed. How dare you disobey my command, wildling? Move, or I will shoot you. And she holds out her hand, flat of her hand pointed towards you, Orion.
I'm in the middle of something. Can this wait until after?
And wait, she's gonna fire. She's gonna shoot from her hand.
Look, it's unfortunate, but she was a casualty of this battle.
Oh
Sad
darn.
to see her die.
Oh,
Alright, one
Who's she
sec.
firing at?
She's got her hand pointed directly at Orion and says, "Move. You're preventing my soldiers from protecting me."
She's casting
And
fireball.
she hits this gargoyle and just destroys it. She shoots an eldritch blast from her hand.
super badass.
Now do you believe I'm the queen?
A little more, yeah.
Talon, you're up.
All right. You know, I just realized that I'm maniacally stupid, but that kind of goes together with my intelligence. And I attack this thing. And by the way, my attacks are still magical because sacred weapon.
Okay. First attack misses. Second attack hits. You slash through the gargoyle. It's quite damaged. You boop it, smacking it over the face, breaking off another chunk of this stony, muddy flesh. It's looking very badly injured.
Yeah, same like me. I'm gonna go down.
Orion.
So my vision ends 5 feet out from me, but I assume I can see farther than that. Is there a gargoyle that's not this guy?
Yeah, he's around the corner here. He's got total cover from you.
Is there anybody else I can see?
When you look directly down, there is a gargoyle directly below you that's looking quite damaged that Talon just hit. You can kind of poke your head out the window a bit.
What floor is Talon on?
He's on this. Talon's outside on the first floor. He's like with Artis here.
Oh, it's outside the front. Okay.
Yep. So yeah, you can see a gargoyle directly below you, Orion. It's quite badly damaged. Artis is like hitting it with bookmark. Talon's hitting it with the halberd. Artis is trying to usher Talon like inside. Alright, you lean down. It's again half cover because it's a little bit awkward to fire out the window like that. But you hit the gargoyle, take off a small chip, and you hit it again. It's not enough to destroy it, but it's very close. Petra.
So I can see a little bit of him there, right?
Yeah, from that angle, you can see it kind of hiding around the
So-
corner.
Yeah, I'm gonna Eldritch Blast him.
That's a hit. And that's a hit. Alright, both beam break off a chunk of the gargoyle's wing. and starts fluttering around and mutters, spraying against the side of the stone building. Millhouse.
Millhouse will firing at that one.
It's a mess, and the firebolt just whizzes off 120 feet before disappearing in the air.
It can opportunity attack me around that corner, can't it?
Yeah, but it's never going to hit you.
It's not next to you.
With 4 hit points, anything can hit me.
Yeah, if you went by it, it could attack you. If you went in and out of its reach.
I'll just have Steel Boy repair himself.
Victor.
So I can see this one here, and I've got sharpshooter.
Yeah.
So die.
Alright, it's a crit. It
That's the
just
second one in a row.
kind of pokes its head around the corner.
But I'm clicking on it, nothing's happening. So Roll20 might crashed.
It just breaks the gargoyle's head clean off of its shoulders, and mud just starts spurting out of its neck stump. It loses grip of its claws, and it just absolutely dies. Comes plummeting down, 500-foot drop, disappearing to the ground below.
I'm gonna shout. I'm trying to save you. So that's my action. So there's another one here.
Where, sorry?
I'm gonna take a closer look. No, that's still defender, but there's one behind him.
Yeah, you can see one here.
So I'm gonna shoot
flying.
that one as well with my war priest.
Okay.
I don't think I've used my bonus action yet, so
Yeah, you still got your bonus. That is a hit. You even spend extra time to draw back that arrow to take a more precise shot. And it hits the gargoyle and kind of deters it a little bit. It starts to kind
get
of
out of here, gargoyles with your demon faces.
flutter back. It screeches at you in demon face language. This is at Sir Lizzie. And a gargoyle poofs Sir Lizzie out of existence. And it kind of tumbles forward a little bit. It jumps to its feet. It turns and bites Turig. Bite Turig, you jump back out of its reach. This gargoyle is going to attack you as well, Turig. You're outnumbered 3-1. And it slashes at you for 6 points of damage. This gargoyle actually, it starts to fly up, and it flies up here, coming in out the window at you, Orion. It bites and it claws, and none of its attacks get through. The arrow cocker next to you, he just tries to attack it through the window frame, and he misses. This is the gargoyle next to you, Talon. Starts to claw at you, tries to bite you, and you're hit for 11 points of damage as it just rips into you. And the other one, it flies, lands on the wooden walkway. It sees the other one dealing with you just fine, and it goes in for Artis. It comes biting and clawing at him, and Artis just manages to dodge being attacked. Meanwhile, this other gargoyle gets a bit antsy, and it just used its action to shove the other gargoyle out of the way, like pushes it to the side, and it like presents itself at the doorway there next to you, Orion. Oh wait, what happened? Did we miss it? No, I accidentally messed the turns up because the API broke. Anyway, that gargoyle's already had its turn. And it's Artis's turn again. Artis just yells at you, tell him, "What are you doing, you crazy son of a bitch? I said get inside! Do you want to die here?" And he managed to hit the gargoyle a couple of times. Torrig.
Bonus action disengage. Casting ice knife at this one.
Okay.
Ooh, that was a crit.
It is. The knife itself crits that gargoyle and slams into it. And
for a measly 7 damage.
well, it hits it pretty bad, and then it explodes, and I think that's like 2d6 cold.
Yeah. Oh, wait. Oh yeah, 2d6 cold. I don't know why my cold damage doesn't pack.
I rolls 2d6, and then you could add that to the macro for next time. Alright, those gargoyles try to dive out of the way as that ice explodes and shards of ice just shoot out in every direction. And all of them fail and take 7 cold damage too. And this closest gargoyle is now looking damaged, Torrig. The other two, not so much.
Alright, and that is my... Oh, I also... I should have said it before, but I wanted to do Fury of the Small.
That's alright. Isn't it against a creature bigger than you? Oh, you're small size,
yes,
right?
I'm small size now.
Okay. What does that do again? Extra damage?
Extra damage equal to my level.
Onto an attack roll?
On attack or a spell?
Show me the actual description. I just want to see if it's going to hit cause the damage, attack, or spell. Okay. It can apply... That can actually apply to that... It's tricky, because there's 2 different damage types. We'll say... Well, I'll let you choose. You can have it do the damage on the knife itself, or the explosion. Your choice.
I will take the explosion.
Okay, yeah, that is the smarter thing. An extra 15 damage. Alright, each gargoyle... Alright, that's a particularly fierce, icy explosion. Each gargoyle takes an extra 5. Alright, this one is quite mad, and as these jagged shards of ice are sticking out of it, it leaps in at you, Torrig, and it jumps and slashes. It catches you with a claw for 5 points of damage. It then tries to bite you, and it chomps onto you for another 5. The princess is going to fire at the gargoyle again. You stupid creatures! Do you understand the repercussions of attacking my kingdom? Hey-ya! She misses. She hits the door frame. Wildling! You messed up my attack! Tell him.
It looks like it's time for me to die, but I'm gonna do as much damage as I can. Yeah, I'm gonna attack this thing.
That's a hit. And that's another hit. You slash down on it, and the gargoyle's starting to fall apart. Its body's all cracked up. And it's a narrow miss. It hits off the butt end of your halberd with its forearm.
Not sure if I should just jump myself off, just escort myself off the cliff, or just wait for them to kill me. Alright, I'm just gonna wait.
What about hitting the wall? He's going to smash through the wall.
Alright,
Oh yeah.
Orion.
I'll recklessly try to bite the guy out the window.
It's a mess. You kind of just get your teeth caught on the door frame.
A 22.
On the window frame. Oh yeah, reckless. That hits. Alright, you're having trouble biting through it with your teeth, but you just take off a chunk. And a crit! Alright, the gargoyle goes to bite you and you just like bite it on the mouth and just rip off a chunk of its face.
What's it taste like?
It tastes like dirt.
Spit it out.
Petra.
We've still got a lot of work to do.
Princess says to you, I know he really gets in the way, doesn't he, lady?
He does.
Alright, splashing
So
both
both.
gargoyles. Alright, a little globule of acid explodes on them, and this one is hit by the acid. It starts to corrode its flesh. Millhouse.
Firebolt against the same one.
And a direct hit. The firebolt smashes into the gargoyle and breaks it apart. Streamers of fiery mud just start to rain down Kir Sabal like napalm.
Did the opportunity attack?
Alright, there's none within 5 feet to attack you.
I moved into Talon Square and moved back out again.
Oh, did Talon opportunity attack you? I don't know.
I want to know if the gargoyle did.
The gargoyle? Oh, you went all the way in there?
one.
That would be 5. You don't have enough movement for that. That'll be 5, 15, 25, 35, 45, 55. That would be 65
Did I do
movement.
that much?
Oh, the dog? Sorry? I thought you did.
Yeah, the dog.
Okay, sorry. Yeah. I was looking at something else. I was organizing other things when you did that. Okay. 10, 15, 25, 30. It's got enough. And yeah, the gargoyle does. It attacks with a claw. And he's hit for 3 damage. Victor.
Okay, hang on a sec. Where's Talon?
He's out the front. Like just around the corner here.
So can I step here?
Yeah.
Only one gargoyle, what are you scared about? I'm gonna just shoot it. I'll do that again.
Okay. Yeah, the first arrow just whizzes straight on by, and it actually hits the elder's house.
I was like, come on, Elmer, this is serious.
And another miss. You spend too much time drawing back on that longbow, and your hand
Yeah,
becomes
we're gonna jump back in
unstable.
Hey, Millhouse.
Hey,
You get there with all your movement.
My 40 movement?
Oh, 40? You're good. I forgot you had 40. Let's count 30. You can move more. Alright, the gargoyle with you, Turig, the one that you just hit with that ice knife, it it moves in at you and it tries to bite you, and it does. Chomps you for 6 damage. It claws at you and it slashes you for another 3. 9 points. And you're now blocked into a corner. Another gargoyle charges at you and it crit bites you for 11. And
I am down.
all right, it when it knocks you down, it then breaks away and it flies out of that building. So that'll be whoops, wrong gargoyle. So the API is lagging, so it's like a turn behind. $10, $15. It gets up near Artis on the royal house, on the walkway. It flies up from that monastery. And alright, this gargoyle, it gets sick of trying to like get in through the window fighting with the other one, and it provokes from you, Orion. It flies directly down to the front door above Artis.
It did float in my range.
It does.
Alright, need to slap it.
Right, you miss, so Ryan, you end up getting your sideburns caught on the door, on the window. Tell him you come in with a halberd and you just absolutely shatter the shit out of it, breaking off one of its wings. Muddy blood spurts down everywhere. The gargoyle begins to lose its balance and it's just going to try and land on Artis like a gargoyle does, like perching on him. And Artis is like doing like these slappy hands at it, and he pushes the gargoyle off. Get off me!
Just like Ghostbusters.
Provokes from Victor and Millhouse because it was in this space.
Can I do an unarmed attack?
Yeah, sure. That's a miss. Millhouse comes in with a hand axe and chomps it. Takes off a big chunk. The gargoyle's close to getting destroyed. This Aarakocra is going to attack the gargoyle outside and miss. And this one's going to attack you, Talon. Comes in for a claw and whoosh, it slashes you. And you guys either hear or see Talon hit this shoddy wooden walkway. It then leaps over the top of you and it comes in at Artis. Ignoring the still defender for now. Artis is trying to hold this doorway. Talon's down, he says. We need a cleric! Medic!
He's the cleric.
No! Alright, this is for Orion. A bite and a claw. That misses. The door frame is the MVP of this battle. That's another miss. God damn it! You silly son of a bitch! I told you to! And Artis, he moves here using 10 feet. He grapples Talon using his action. His action. Artis has multi-attack. And then 20, he drags Talon back. And then 30, he puts Talon in the doorway. This wasn't my plan.
And we're both really. Are you weak, Millhouse?
Alright. At the start of this round, you guys see Ashara appear at this walkway, armed with a spear and a javelin. And Ashara just extends her wings, and she joins initiative. It looks like she's summoning some sort of dark storm cloud overhead. She's casting a spell.
Like the Americans.
Alright, Ashara is going to cool lightning. And oh yeah, first it was your turn. Sorry, Turek.
No worries.
She beat
Take
you.
care of it.
You beat her initiative. So yeah, you do fail one death saving throw, Turek. All right, so Ashara casts cool lightning, and this dark storm cloud just forms over the head, over the tops of all these buildings. First of all, lightning is roaring within it, and she's going to cool lightning down at the gargoyle that's next to Orion. Sorry, I think gargoyle cool lightning actually has to hit a point on the ground, or maybe not actually. I gotta look at the description. Oh yeah, it's just a point in space, so 3d10 lightning. Alright, she's gonna do it on these two. She just sends a bolt of lightning crackling down right next to both of those gargoyle. And alright, they are both hit for 23 lightning damage. The lightning just rips off massive chunks from the gargoyles. It destroys this one. It turns into little pieces of mud. And then Ashara leaps off the edge of this platform. And she flies about 50 feet and plants herself in front of the monastery. Okay, which gargoyle are we at? Roll20's gone a bit slow. Alright, this is the one that is hovering over Turig down the monastery. It sees Ashara come to the entryway and it leaps for Ashara. You guys can see Ashara fighting at the doorway. Meanwhile, the princess just fires another Eldritch Blast at the gargoyle fighting you, Orion. The one in front of you. Miss. Tell him.
Oh yeah, right. I'm dead.
Make a death saving throw. That cool lightning also goes down.
The rolls have been really weird.
One success. Orion.
Very important question. Can we hear? Did we hear Turret go down? Do we know he's down at all?
No, he's not in view of anyone.
Okay.
What, Turik's down? Oh man, Turik.
Well,
I thought you were invincible.
Talon would know that I went where I was because before his lizard died, they would have seen me.
Everyone knows where you were. They know that you're in this building.
You got this badass here, so.
I mean, if I don't know Turret's down, I'll just keep attacking the guy in front of me. So reckless, 2 bites.
That is a hit. You bite into it, and you bite into it again. And you're making some progress finally. Just taking off small chips at a time of this gargoyle. Petra. Alright, Petra comes in with a couple of beams. Both of them hit. Breaking off more chunks of the gargoyle, and it's looking almost destroyed. There's very little left of it. Millhouse.
Fireball. I get a better angle.
Direct hit. That is a very well placed fireball. Firebolt. It slams into the gargoyle and shatters one of its arms and legs, and it's just dripping with mud. It's close to being destroyed.
And have to steal defender.
It's a miss.
And would I be occupying Callum's space when he's unconscious?
Yeah, he's in that space. You can't end your turn in another creature's space. Victor.
So I'll go to Artis. Which do you think is the better weapon, the longsword or the longbow?
It's really the time to discuss this. We're getting our asses kicked here.
Okay, so I'll go try and pull Talon in.
I got him.
Okay.
I'm out of movement. I don't know. I'm stuck here like this for 6 seconds.
Well, that could be too long. I'm going to put him in.
Okay. You can use your action to grapple him and drag him back to safety.
Do I need a strength check, or is that okay?
Nope. That's only if it's contested. Artist doesn't contest you, and Talon is unconscious, so he's not able to resist.
I still have a bonus action?
Yeah. So where did you want to put him, there or there?
I'll chuck him in the water.
You don't have enough movement for that, or you'd have to move to do that.
Okay, well that's fine. And I'll say, so I'll rise.
The hell are you doing? What's this mumbo jumbo? Just kill the goddamn gargoyles. Oh.
No, shut up. And I'll finish the spell.
Alright. Tell him. You open your eyes on 7 hit points.
And that is my last spell slot, which I could be using for +2 armor.
Okay. Another gargoyle jumps to fight Ashara. And you can see Ashara fighting at this monastery. And she's getting clawed up pretty bad. Her orange feathers are fluttering everywhere. Okay, we're over to this guy. He's going to leap in to the doorway.
Alright, I'm gonna...
You don't have your... When you fall unconscious, you drop your weapon. You don't have it in your hands when you...
You can steal any of my weapons. I've got tons of them.
You like I'll presume that Victor would have grabbed it for you, but when you fall unconscious, you drop what you're holding.
Oh, I dropped my long staff. My quarterstaff. I thought I didn't need it.
This gargoyle is going to try and grab Artis Simba, and Artis is just dodging them all. Just piss off! And he just kicks one of them back. This Aarakocra's gonna keep on doing his thing. I don't think he's hit once. He finally hits. Takes a small chip off that gargoyle. Their numbers are dwindling. They're just resorting to grabbing stuff now. This one's gonna try and grab the steel defender. It needs to make an athletics or an acrobatics check. Alright, it grapples the steel defender. So it just grabs onto its hedgehog spikes, and it just grabs the steel defender and it throws it off the side. And the popper falls about 50 feet and smashes onto a ledge, a stone ledge down here near a little cave. And Popper is destroyed. He's dismantled. I think he just breaks. I don't think he actually disappears. He just breaks on the ground there.
Yeah, I can repair him.
Okay. And then the gargoyle's gonna move in. This one's gonna try and grab you, Orion. Grab onto your arm and just rip you out of the window. Throw you off. Make an athletics check. with advantage. And he almost grabs you, but you just push him back. Ah! Artist starts swinging bookmark around. He only hits the gargoyle once. So he's trying to fight it back. Lure him in here. And Artist moves back. And he's gonna be kind enough to take your halberd, Talum, and place it in your hands. Here, get ready. Turig, death saving throw. That is a success. Ashara at the doorway. Just lets out a loud caw. And lets out a massive explosion. She just rises her wings and kind of flutters them, and when she does, there's like a thunderous explosion. And it's a 3rd level thunder wave at these gargoyles. So it's 48 thunder damage. It's not the biggest explosion you've ever heard, but it does knock both gargoyles away from Ashara. Ashara moves in.
I've heard bigger.
Ashara looks up at you all.
Your friend is in need of healing. The goblin.
Oh, Hilo is back awake again.
I'm coming, Turig!
Doesn't Turig have mango leaves on him?
Turig does have mango leaves on him.
Alright, you guys see Ashara's like covered with blood as well. Her orange feathers have been painted red from her own blood. She's got some serious injuries on her as she enters the building. She's going to be fighting a couple of gargoyles. Alright, Princess Mwoxanere is going to try and finish off that gargoyle. And misses. Can't you move or something? She says to you, Orion. She hits the window frame again. Talum, you can use half your movement to stand up.
Yep. And, well, I would kind of love to save Turig, but yeah, I'm a little bit pressed at the moment. So
Go upstairs with Orion because it's pretty dangerous down there.
Nah, it doesn't matter.
There's a miss. Your second attack hits. Your weapon's still magical, right?
Nope.
Or does it go away?
Nope.
Alright.
Yeah, as soon as I fall unconscious, it's gone.
You hit the gargoyle and you take another chunk off of it. It's looking damaged. Pretty badly damaged.
And one more.
That hits it. You break off another chunk.
Alright. I step back. And yeah.
Orion.
Can I jump out the window, or is this gargoyle blocking me?
He is blocking you at the
Orion.
moment.
We have to stay here, Orion.
Nope, we're going after Turig! And I want to attack the gargoyle recklessly.
You don't see that, Victor. He's on a different floor than you.
But he's jumping out a window.
Yeah, you didn't. You know that, but your character doesn't know that. That was a reckless, Orion?
Yep.
Okay. You just chomp onto the gargoyle's arm, rip it clean off. Mud spurts out everywhere. It's almost dead. You bite it one more time and the gargoyle breaks apart. Its stumpy arms and legs fall off. Its body cracks open, its wings turn to mud, and its head dissolves. And just paints the walkway below it.
I jump out the window.
Okay. It's there is a gargoyle directly below you, but there is a space to the left of it. So there's like a gargoyle here, a gargoyle here, and an empty space here.
I don't. I don't really care. I just jump out the window and I land where I land.
Yeah. Okay.
I'll go for the empty space.
So you're not going to try and climb down. You literally just leap out.
Turret's in danger. I just jump out.
Okay. You jump.
I reckon that's a.
You jump 15
I reckon
feet
it'll
off the edge
fall
of Kir Sabal and full 600 feet. I'm joking. All right, you jump out. I'll give you an athletics check to prevent yourself from falling prone. You take 1 bludgeoning damage from the fall, and you're able to not land prone because you kind of like have to climb out a little bit, and poof, you land on the wooden walkway near the entrance next to 2 gargoyles.
Do I have any movement left?
Yeah, because you fell. You've got what's your movement usually? 40.
40.
So you've got 30 left. You jump 10 feet.
I'm sorry, I can't really tell on this map. Which way is to the...
Alright, so take a look at the sideways one. So you're like... I've been trying to keep this updated as possible. So yeah, you've just jumped out like... move around. You've jumped out here, and Ashara is like down here. It's about a 20-foot of movement walk to get down to this walkway.
I will get as close to them as I can.
Alright, well there's 2 gargoyles blocking your way firstly.
Okay. I'm angry.
I'd say you do a good job then, Seb.
You have to get through those 2 gargoyles.
And I can't, they won't let me, so I'll end there.
Petra.
I will go there and see if I can see any gargoyles to shoot at.
Yeah, you poke your head out the window, Petra, and there's 2 directly below you, pretty much.
One look more injured than the other?
Not really. There's one like directly below you, and there's one like on the square next to you.
I'll shoot the one directly below me.
Okay. I'll double up their tokens. That hits. And oh, you hit it directly in the head. You almost destroy it. It's almost completely dissolved.
And I will move out of the way for the outer crocker if he wants to go out now.
He lets out a squawk. Wow! Millhouse.
Same as always.
But it's a good same.
It's a good firebolt, but it is a mess. You leap back next to the ladder. Victor.
So, I'm pretty sure Ryan's here.
You still don't know that he's jumped out.
Right, so I see this stone-faced devil in front of me.
There's like
So I'll
definitely
draw my
some
sword.
noise out there. There's fighting going on out there.
I'll stab at the devil.
That is a hit.
Still have the favor.
Alright, you slash through it, and you start to bring the gargoyle down. 1 or 2 more good hits, and you feel like it's going to fall apart.
Okay, so I'm gonna do a spinning slash now with my last war priest. Oh, damn it.
You spin too much. Too much spin. Not enough slash.
Okay, I'll remember that.
Okay, Ashara's trying to hold her own, but it's not looking good for her. Finally, the gargoyle makes its way into
Get out of here.
the building. Now, tell him. How about attack? Artist calling out to you really throws you off. And then the gargoyle's going to bite at Victor.
Whoa, I'm not front line, Talon.
And claw at Victor. Both attacks miss. And then finally this Aarakocra screeches and it flies straight out of the building. And it comes in with its javelin. It flies up and it does a dive attack. And when it does this dive attack, it has a bit of extra force into its spear. And that force is just enough to smash through that gargoyle. He just breaks through the gargoyle and lands in the remains of it, right next to Orion. And then he smiles at you and blocks your passage to get to Turek a bit.
I will murder the crocodile.
And he then stands here. Because he's trying to get to the other gargoyle to prevent him from getting inside. Meanwhile, Artis just says, "Haha, you fell into our trap." And he just like, it's like he's painting a picture, the way he's working bookmark. He just slashes, and it just breaks apart in front of him.
He writes an A on top of it.
We did it. I don't see any more gargoyles. Finally. And he just goes over and he starts splashing his face with this water. Turek.
Roger, just a save.
Make a death saving throw.
20.
2 failures.
Oh my god. That hurt me.
Ashara is going to cast a spell. You guys are seeing like some light from spells coming from this doorway if you're outside. I'm guessing just Orion's seeing that. And it's going to be a gust of wind. It's going to try and push these gargoyles away. A line of strong wind. Not like you guys aren't seeing this, but I'm just describing it to you guys. Like your characters don't see this.
But you feel the wind, no?
No. This is happening in a different building. You don't feel the wind. You maybe hear some spell casting. You know there's something going on in that building. You know that Tureg's in there. And Ashara did yell out that Tureg's injured. But Ashara is inside the building now, so you're not really seeing anything. Okay, so when the gargoyle starts its turn in this gust of wind, it has to make a strength saving throw. Be pulled 15 feet away. Pushed 15 feet away. So that's what it's going to do. Alright, it's knocked back from Ashara. And it just flies around Ashara and attacks her. Oh, she's not looking good. The princess says to you, Petra,
The bird queen, the bird lady, she's in danger. You must protect her.
Yes, of course. I'll go there as soon as I can.
Okay, I'm going to go under the bed now.
she dives back under the bed. Tell him. Tureg is in danger.
Yep. That's 10, 20, 25.
You're going the wrong way.
Wait, there's some... Oh, wait, it's the other way? Oh, okay.
You're in this building, and Tureg's down here.
Well, I know how this map works. I just thought
Yeah,
need to go there.
I was a little bit confused. I thought it bent down.
Yeah, you're in this
Alright,
building, and Tureg's there. You can see his token.
Yeah, but
Sure.
on the little map we've only got a little view.
Alright, so...
It's the same way, left to right. Left, right.
I use my action to dash. How far can I get?
So how much do you have from where you're standing? 30?
Now I have 30 because that was 30 to move to there. Wait, no, that was 25. I have 35 left.
Okay, I'll move you onto the other map. You get 35, 20, 35. You get into the building right next to Ashara. You can see this gust of wind pushing gargoyles back against the wall. You see Torig unconscious on the ground here, covered in blood, claw and scratch marks.
Oh shit! I would be there.
Okay.
Actually, even more back. Since I'm a halberd user, need to use every opportunity to attack.
Orion.
I will move my 40 feet towards Turing. Let's see. So 5, 10, 15. So it's 20 to get there to through the Aarakocra space.
Alright, you'd be right behind Talon with your movement over. You'd be like, you have to dash to get past Talon basically.
Stop making a queue.
And then you've got like 25 feet left when you get to this location.
I don't see Turing, so I will run in.
Yeah, you'll see him as soon as you enter. He's to your left.
Ah, shit! Well, I use my action, so I'll,
There's 2 gargoyles here as well. As you run in, one of the gargoyles claws at you. And he misses.
And then I'll roar and try to get as much attention as possible at the 2 gargoyles.
Okay. Petra.
Yeah, I will go down the steps, so I'm guessing that's 50. That's
It'll be 20 to get you to the bottom of the ladder.
oh, then then I have 10 feet of movement left because I'm at half speed. I have to dash.
Okay.
Actually, I don't want to get in people's way, so I'll stay here. Or actually, I'll stay there so I'm not in anybody.
Millhouse.
So I can't see any gargoyles.
There's a few more like fighting Aarakocra, but they're mostly destroyed now. You can hear fighting coming from the monastery though, and you can kind of see Ashara fighting some gargoyles. Orion and Talon are down there too.
I see any gargoyles from where I am?
Yeah, there's a
I
couple.
doubt it, but
There's a couple. I mean, not in the building, not in this building. No, there's a couple around fighting Aarakocra and other places. Victor.
Okay, so I want to use my 40 movement to get as far as close as I can, and then
5,
my
15.
bonus
25.
action, step into the wind to get as close as I can. Possibly
Okay.
using a jump.
All right. Yeah, you'll get like into the building easily enough, and you'll have 30 feet left. They're over here now.
So, can you click me over there? Because I'm lost.
Did it center or no?
Okay. Yep, it did. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
You've run by Talon. You enter the building. So there's 2
Okay.
gargoyles. There's a bloody Ashara in front of you with a gust of wind trying to push these gargoyles against the south wall. Orion's roaring, trying to get their attention, and Turig is against this north wall, covered in blood. He's like there's a pool of blood beneath him. You're not even sure if he's still alive. He could be dead.
Okay, so I'm going to say to Orion, right? We're both on full health, but I have to do this, so it's just alright. Where?
What'd you say? Sorry.
We're both not unscratched.
Okay.
So, but I'm gonna move here. So, I was unscratched until I did this.
He already provoked. He used his thing.
Oh, did he? Okay, let's go then. Let's go here then. I'm gonna do.
Yeah, that gargoyle's attacking Orion as you move through. You like tumble into that melee.
Oh, he's doing a pretty good job then. All right.
All right, Victor comes in clutch.
Oh.
I didn't think anyone would actually reach him in time, but Victor
Well,
has.
Listen. I am not a cleric. I'm a badass ninja.
And you
Holy
just,
crap! I was scared. Thank you so much.
You
No,
wave
I'm
your
not a
hand over
cleric.
him.
Tell him the cleric.
Paladin for the last time.
MVP, Victor. MVP.
Alright, Torrigel's stable now. You wash your hand over Torrig and all of those scratches close up. All the mortal wounds vanish. Right, this gargoyle is caught in a strong wind. But the gargoyle just fights through it and breaks away from it. That wind is just like that 5 by 25 foot area. And comes in biting at Victor.
Hey, come on.
Clawing at Orion. Orion, you're hit for 2 slashing. Alright, this Aarakocra is going to just fly up to check on the princess. Make sure she's okay. Artis looks out like, wait, what's everyone doing? Where's everyone going? And he pokes.
There are more out there.
Oh shit! I'm coming! And he just dashes and he'll kind of get up near you, tell him. Stop blocking the damn doorway, tell him. Alright, Turig, you're stable. You don't have to make any death saving throws. Ashara just like Ashara looks like she's about to collapse. But she has enough energy in her to unleash a 2nd level thunder wave at that gargoyle, dealing 3d8 thunder damage. And the gargoyle is not destroyed. It gets pretty badly injured from the explosion, but it's still standing, and it's going to just slash at Ashara. And Ashara drops to the ground, and the gargoyle is going to try and bite Ashara, and bites onto Ashara's neck and just starts throwing the Aarakocra, this limp Aarakocra, about viciously like some sort of mauling animal. So that's 2 death saving throw failures for Ashara, the one that's going to teach you guys the dance of the 7 winds. If only a cleric could come in to save her.
Screw you, I'm a cleric. I use healing hands on Ashara for 5 HP.
You tell the gargoyle to drop it, and then Ashara's limp body just falls on the ground, and she's got this mortal bite wound on her neck. It closes over, creating a scar.
So my polearm attack was only if I attacked, right?
Yes, you have to take the attack action.
Alright. Then I'm just gonna hope this ends soon.
There's just 2 left. Orion.
Is this wind still here?
That's gone. It was a concentration spell.
Then I'll move here and provoke.
The gargoyle's going to bite. And miss.
And I'll recklessly bite at the gargoyle.
Alright, you leap forward and you kind of stumble over, missing the gargoyle. And finally you grab it and just grab its arms and just chomp onto its neck, and you just feel it melt completely into a pile of mud beneath you.
And then I'll move back here, the other side of the gargoyle.
Petra. You'll have to dash to get into the action. And
Well, I'm trying to get outside this door, but Roll20 is being iffy. If I do get out this door, would I be able to see from there people inside pretty much the gargoyles inside fighting, or are they too
No.
far in?
you won't see them. You'll see Talum just giving some healing to Ashara, and that's about it.
My token, for some reason, is in one place and invisible in another. So I'm guessing, yeah, if you can, just I'm gonna move as closely as possible so I could.
Okay. You get just ahead of Millhouse. Alright, Millhouse.
Well, it's looking pretty crowded over there, so I'll just help out the other bird people. Fire off a firebolt at one of them.
Okay. That's a miss. Now you start aiding some of the other Aarakocra. They look like they're just about finished cleaning up the gargoyles. It does look like they've suffered many casualties. But the battle is almost over. Victor.
So it's just this one.
Yep.
Okay, so I'll draw my sword. I still have my favor on it. I guess just drop it.
That is a hit. You hack into it, and it's looking damaged.
Yeah, I'm going to spin and kick it into Orion.
And that is a hit. You kick it in the chest, and it falls into Orion's arms lovingly. Gargoyle and Orion make eye contact for a brief moment, and then it snaps out of it and leaps back to its feet with fury.
I'm pressing done, but it's not happening.
Yeah.
Must be the UK thing.
It must be the 3 million people using Roll20 at the same time. Alright, this gargoyle's not done. And it goes for Ashara. It ignores anyone else. It is hell-bent on killing her. It jumps on her and starts ripping off feathers. And it just snaps onto her neck. She falls unconscious. The gargoyle just starts ripping into her. She's in the same position that she was. And Artist just says, sick of these motherfucking gargoyles in this motherfucking monastery. He jumps over, kind of stepping on Ashara's corpse as a stepping stone. Sorry. And then he steps next to the gargoyle. He grabs it. Hey, pal! And he just jams Bookmark directly into the center of its head. It melts away at the end of his blade.
Well, I'm guessing Victor spared dying on her.
Oh wait,
Wait, there's
Oh
more.
yeah, oh yeah.
it's her turn
dead.
now. She makes a death saving throw.
I forgot about her.
I'm gonna roll it so you guys can see.
Is this her last one?
Maybe she'll do a ragdoll. It is. We're gonna take a 10-minute break. I'll see you guys back soon.
Oh boy.
Sorry, I got involved in the fight.
Ragdoll would have survived that.
I mean, Ragd would just solo
I
all of them alone.
I saved someone.
Well, I guess I did as well, but yeah. I ain't as mobile as you, Victor.
No, I saved two people actually.
If it wasn't for the Aarakocra test, I would have been able to save.
Well, technically, Victor saved 3 people because if he wouldn't heal me, then I wouldn't be able to heal the Kokra. And yeah.
But I fucked up at the end.
Now I don't have anything. Like, the only way I can stabilize someone is with medicine check.
Give her a
Well,
big
we
old.
still got leaves and ointment. And
Oh
stuff.
yeah, that's true. That we have those leaves.
Do we have a potion of healing? A potion of healing.
Guys, she's full dead. She lost her third death saving throw.
Yeah.
We can't heal her. She's full dead.
Who's dead? Is the bird or the
No,
the girl?
as soon as they revive. Wait, she has less than 12 AC?
I would guess. I mean,
I think Seb wanted her to die. Otherwise, there's no way she would have been like in there.
Yeah, but we did so well. We have to make her live.
All right, this
Okay,
is
so
perfect.
Seb wanted her to die.
I mean, it was so close that I think it was just dice. I mean,
But
Seb
she ran
wanted
in
to
there
kill
with
half
12
of the
AC
people
to
that
rescue a random goblin that she knew for all of 5 minutes.
maybe she's a really good person.
Yeah, but you have to try and.
Seb wanted her to die.
Maybe they have resurrect, but yeah, she's dead. Okay, great.
I like trying to push Seb out of his comfort zone a little bit.
It doesn't matter if they have resurrect. They can't resurrect her.
Oh yeah, right. I forgot about that. All right, well, that's great. We came here and we spent more time. Now we are in the middle of buttfuck nowhere, and
Hey, look. So we can't fly? Oh,
Yeah.
No.
Look, that's not my fault.
well, I mean, it doesn't matter whose fault it is. We failed, and yeah.
No, but I guess it is my fault. I got carried away with the sword swinging.
It was more the princess's fault. She brought these things.
I was next to Orion, I was trying to impress people.
If Turek had died, I'm pretty sure I would have Queen. Just straight like you did. It's because of you. Turek is
No.
dead. I would have attacked the Queenie.
But I was there like a flash.
A flash. Sorry.
I bombed it down those stairs.
Yeah, that was so. That's true. Monks can fucking move, man.
Yeah, if I wanted to, I could 40, then action, and then bonus action, so I could go like a ton.
That's pretty awesome.
I've got because I've always been told that monks. I said, do you know Gray? Because Gray always tells me monks are crap. So I'm
Yeah.
always trying to I'm always trying to prove him wrong.
Monks are awesome. I don't know what Gray's talking about.
You know Gray.
How you guys doing?
Good.
Everyone take a long rest. We're gonna cut to the next day.
Oh, great.
I'm going to make another steel defender.
Okay.
Well, this encounter, oh boy, I rather take Terra Folk.
I only use one exhaustion, right?
Yeah. Alright, so unfortunately Ashara had fallen. In the aftermath of that, more Aarakocra rush in, and they mourn as they're unable to save her. You guys are thanked for defending Kir Sabal, and they say they must do a ritual to return to ensure that Ashara's and all of the fallen souls return to the elemental plane of air, to Aqua, their airy plane. For the encounter, you guys get whoops, that was wrong. 616 experience.
Oh, we level up to level 5.
They do a ritual where they take the bodies up to the highest peak on this mountain, and you guys are just left to recover in these small rooms. The next morning, you're called out to the monastery, where Ingmatona, Princess Momoxinere, Prince Na await you as they look down from the balcony. Ingmatona kind of stumbles down these stairs a little bit and doesn't speak very much common, but asks Petra and Millhouse to come down to the cleansing chambers, where you're then serenaded. You're dusted in gold dust, you're given prayer bead necklaces, you have the swirling patterns painted on your flesh. Ingmatona just kind of nods at you all. You have passed test. And the princess says, addresses you all. You all fought very well during the attack. That is not the first gargoyle attack that has happened since I've stayed here. Thank you for protecting your queen. I would have expected nothing less.
Why are there so many gargoyles attacking? Where are they coming from?
They come from Omu. When my city fell, the gargoyle arrived. Hundreds of them. They flew in with claws and teeth and slaughtered helpless citizens on the streets. They seem to have followed me here. This is even more reason why we must move quickly so I can reclaim my throne.
you availed yourself well in the fight. I saw you using magic to defend yourself quite well. So perhaps we will help. This sounds like a worthy cause.
My great-grandmother, Napaka. She was the last ruling queen of Amu. Our father Omek died in a fall, and our mother Razan, she was killed by terror folk. We are the last of our blood, the last of our namesake. The evil in Omu must be banished for the future of Cholt. And if you can accomplish this, I'll see to it that you're all given positions in my military commanding army.
Interesting.
That I will raise, and we will fight this evil. Ying Matona has promised to teach you all the dance of the 7 winds.
It's more like a bribe now.
What is a bribe?
When you hold something back and don't give it without getting something in return.
Buddy, maybe not. Maybe don't say that.
Okay.
What am I withholding?
Sorry, it's just battle dizzy.
Now, Ying Matona will be the temporary leader of this monastery. Ying Matona will teach you the dance. When you get the wings, you can fly to Amu and save it. And then when that is done, return to me, and I'll march forward and reclaim my throne. That is all. And I will claim my spouse. Good job again. And they head back up the stairs.
Just double checking. Sorry, were they human?
Yep. Cholton humans.
I didn't realize that Cholt had gone to shit so recently.
I don't think we know Cholt, but I think it's like a little island.
Not much is known about Cholt, but Ardis says, I know about Amu. My wife spoke about it. It is the capital of Cholt.
Do you know what happened there recently?
It's a ruin. I'm not sure. I heard that it fell around the same time that Abteo had forsaken Cholt. Maybe they are connected. Maybe this is all connected to the death curse. But the location of Amu, it is a sacred city. I would have no idea where it is.
I just don't understand why she doesn't know where it is.
I think she has lived a sheltered life. It's quite obvious that she is a ward of these Aarakocra. They must have rescued her and flown her to Kir Sabal from wherever her city is. I imagine it is far from here. Between me and you, do you honestly think that she would survive one day out in the jungle by herself? Royalty.
No, not at all.
Perhaps not, but her heart is at least in the right place. She wants to protect her people, protect Cholt.
And marry you, it seems.
And we don't have to talk about that.
But it's still happening.
We don't know that.
Let's talk about who's your best man.
Okay.
I mean, I'm pretty good with bookmark, I must say.
I'm pretty sure it's going to be Turing, guys.
I
No, it's going to be Ragnar.
actually,
It's not gonna be Ragnar.
I'm probably not the best one to hold the ring.
Look,
I haven't
you
had a
don't
good
bring the
history
X
with
to the
protecting rings lately.
Speaking of, we still have not found Ragda. We should do that and the others.
Why is talking about my love life lead you to talking about Ragda?
Because
look,
he's
what-
your
That's your
bromance.
love life.
That's your bromance.
I mean, that's fair. How about we learn how to fly first, and then we get me a date?
Ningalo. Ningalo.
King Matona says. And as you guys are like looking at the map, King Matona can point out Ningalore to you guys. He starts tapping on the map.
See, I wanted to learn to fly, then get a date, but that didn't happen for me, so I did it the other way around.
It just means we're gonna all die from falling damage sooner or later.
Or just die.
That too.
Alright, so Nangalore is pointed to you guys, and it looks like it resides on the river Olung. Just a few days' journey from here.
Thank God. It'll matter, in fact.
Alright, so you guys take a look at the map. Right, Ningalore, if we head to the river, we could get there in 2 days. But we don't have any damn canoes.
Well, if we can fly, we can get there faster, yeah?
Well,
Or if we find our guides, they have our canoes.
we can't fly until we get this black orchid.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that. And that's in Nangalore?
And, Bird, Hawkman, do you understand what I am saying?
I
Yes,
can-
this
I
is the
can
boy.
translate for you.
He's
Ask-
bribing us to get this orchid.
They said the orchid is a material component for the ritual.
Yeah, but it's in a place they can't get to.
I don't understand. So you're suggesting that they should get it for us?
They said they can't get it, so they're getting us to get it.
Well, we're the ones that want the ritual done. Looks like we need this component. Can you ask the Aarakocra how long we can fly for? Ashara said something about sacrificing her own wings.
Alright. I asked them.
He pulls out 3 of his fingers.
Is that 3 days?
He nods.
Ah,
If I was to make an educated guess, I'd say that's about 3 years he's indicating.
3
well,
days.
he's saying-
Wait, I can speak to him because I spoke to the prisoner.
Well,
Yeah. Some of you guys can communicate with him. With
So
Primordial.
I'll ask him: is it days, minutes, or years?
The ritual will gain you wings for 3 days. After that, which your wings will disappear and mine will reappear.
Is it 3 days from when the ritual happens?
Yeah.
Got it.
How many hours can we cover it? How many miles could we cover a day? Maybe 40?
I don't know. I asked the Aarakocra how far can you travel a day?
40 miles is reasonable.
Yeah.
So we'll get 12 hexes on the map. Damn.
Wow.
not that far, I guess. Better than nothing. Maybe if we push it, we could get a bit more.
Well,
Then-
I mean,
Way to Imbala.
we kind of do need to go to Camp Vengeance first.
Yeah, but
Thank-
you need to find your buddy.
Thank God we took this detour.
I'm figuring they're either in the jungle area over here somewhere, or I'm not sure if they got lost and.
Well, they're definitely not dead.
They're with a guide, right? You said that one or two of them were a native guide.
Two of them, yeah.
They should find their way somewhere. Do you know a location that maybe they would meet or they would want to go?
They were supposed to meet us at that bridge.
Maybe they went to Camp Vengeance then. Maybe they tried to travel without us.
They would still have to cross over that bridge again.
Well, I mean, it wouldn't make sense though.
Did any of them have their own personal interests?
Yeah.
Well, I think both of them wanted to go to the Dwarven Forge somewhere.
But your buddy wanted to go to Camp Vengeance.
Yeah, well, I mean, he wanted to follow my orders most of the time. So wherever I go, he goes, but as long as we're following the idea of getting to Camp Vengeance.
Yeah, two were talking about a dwarven encampment that was taken over by a dragon. And
Oh no, that mine, he definitely wouldn't want to go just because he said he wants to get the glove first. The gauntlet.
Hey,
All of a
so-
sudden, you guys hear just a wicked peal of thunder. And it starts absolutely pissing down. You guys look outside, and there's just a strong wind washing in, and it looks like there is a heavy storm today.
I'll get the rain catchers out.
Good call.
There's enough food and water for you guys here. The Aarakocra take care of your needs in that respect.
Oh yeah, we're in the fire.
Shit. It may be difficult to travel today. And you guys are on day 37.
Churig, can you tell what the weather is going to be tomorrow?
Me head hurt.
Yes, all our heads hurt. Just concentrate.
I cast Druidcraft for the weather tomorrow.
It's still going to be pretty heavy rain, but it's not going to be a tropical storm tomorrow.
Still rain. No storm.
So yeah, it's probably best if we strike out tomorrow then.
Can we really afford to lose another day?
Do you really want to fly in that storm?
Fly?
Yes, I'm happy to go in the storm.
We still have to go get the orchid from somewhere.
We have to go to Nangalore. Isn't that the plan?
Well, see, we have to think of our overall goal, right? We're here at Kir Sabal. It is 4 or 5 days to get to Nangalore, 4 or 5 days back, and then if we're gonna fly, I guess, toward Camp Vengeance and Umbala, that's another 3 days to get here. I mean, it's good to get this distance, but we're talking about an 11-day detour to fly here.
Yeah, but it's an 11-day detour to save how many days to actually walk.
It doesn't. It saves 10. It saves 1 day walking.
It's gonna save more than 1 day walking because of the fact that, remember, you still have to roll to see if you get lost.
Look, when we rescued Nefto, whatever he's called, from the cell, so that was a good deed. We took him home. We're supposed to jump a load of bloody mountains to get upside, and then we got told we have to do something else now.
I love the fact that you guys were like, yeah, Yeah, flying. Yes. Yeah, we're gonna do it. We get all the way down here, this massive detour, and now you're like a 5-day to get to Nangalore? Nah, we better not.
I'm just saying. I'm not saying we shouldn't do it. I'm just saying it is a detour, kind of.
Well, it's a detour that will save us technically time since we've already wasted the time trying to come over.
Can I make a suggestion?
Yeah.
Listen, I've got a plan. We go to Ningalore. We get this black orchid. We get the ability to fly. And those days that we have to fly, we make the most of it. We fly over to Camp Righteous. See if maybe Talum's friend is there. We head downriver. Maybe we can get some canoes left over at the camp. We head downriver to Camp Vengeance. We report to Talum's superiors. We head to Mabala. Then from Mabala, it's a straight journey west to Oralunga. I've heard Mabala is a plateau of some sort. It may be another vantage point. From Oralunga, we'll hopefully find out where this death curse is originating. And then we can see if those dwarves have gone to a mine. There is a mine nearby. That might be the one. That is just my suggestion, though. I'll mark my path on the map with red.
However, there's one issue. It says east of Mambala. Oralunga's east, unless that's a typo.
That's a typo.
Okay.
That's a typo in the module.
Gotcha.
It's west.
What's a module?
I don't know.
What are hexes?
Alright, so does this mean we're not going to meet the rest of the party?
I mean, we don't know where they went. They could be. We haven't seen them for like a week.
Like I said, they could still be lost in those squares that we never search or hear, or they could have just gone off to go.
Alright, well, if we have the ability to fly, maybe we can fly up and see if we notice anything in the area there.
Maybe some, what you call it, smoke or something from campfire or something, I don't know.
It would be a long shot. The jungle canopy is thick, but you never know.
Exactly.
I vote we do Artis's plan. That seems like the most efficient plan, and if we find the guys on the way, great. If not, I'm sorry, there's a death curse that we have to solve.
I'm sure there'll be no other distractions or diversions along the way. It'll be just straight shooting from here on.
Definitely.
Straight shooting.
Me agree with brother.
I pick up Turg and put him on my shoulders.
Wee.
Fuck.
You guys want to go to Nangalore tomorrow?
Well, I mean that's by far the best plan because, yeah.
Seth, could I roll something to see if I know anything about Nangalore?
You could make a history check. It'd be pretty far away from like your tribe, Turg. Pretty much just what the other Ashara had told you. It's like just a garden filled full of hazards.
Okay.
I gotta say, Milhouse has some badass firebolts. I was the only one that saw them.
You want one?
He was just firebolting all those gargoyles.
I've never seen Milhouse kill anything.
It was quite impressive actually. He combat well and everything.
Me nobody that.
I've never seen you dominate a relationship either, alright? But you know, maybe one day.
How close are we to the edge of the?
Well, he's not dominating this one.
I would like to pick up the note.
Me no see firebolt. Me no believe you.
Does anybody have some aloe vera? I think I pretty hard.
Right. So,
What you make?
do you want to leave? I guess in this tropical storm to nag, whatever.
Well, let's just head on over to Nangalore because that's by far the easiest way to travel, anyways.
Okay.
You guys gonna head today? You'll be
That's what I was
traveling.
asking.
Yeah, you'll
I
be.
say we wait today because we're gonna get lost, and we head out tomorrow.
So let's head out tomorrow. So we'll have another day's rest.
Turig, with the rain and being a local, Turig would not suggest traveling in a tropical storm.
Okay,
It would be much harder to travel through a tropical storm. Like, we'd be risking exhaustion.
And we get lost anyway.
Well, either way, let's head on over then next day.
Okay, so you guys just basically have a day in here to rest and recover, and you guys can take another long rest if you need it to recover more hit die. You'll be on day 38. Alright, as you guys are milling about here, Princess Moxinere actually comes to meet you all. She just comes again by herself, like during the day. Subordinates? Subordinates?
I don't turn my head toward her.
Yes.
I look at Petra and I. Subordinate mean what?
It's okay. I pat his head and I look at her. Yes, Queen.
I am here. She like expects you guys to bow or something as well.
Turig waves.
I will go ahead and bow, seeing as that's what she's probably expecting.
Yeah, I'll bow.
Alright, she's a little bit more humble this time, and if you don't bow, she doesn't really say anything.
I'll give her a deeper nod this time. I saw her fight.
I have heard that you're traveling to the great garden of Nangalore. I know something about it that may help you. It was built by my people to honor Zalcore, one of the previous Omuan queens. This was a long time ago. The garden we call in our language Kananjni. It means the hanging garden of dreams. It is meant to be a retreat from the intrigues and pressures of Amu. We would send some of our most hardened warriors after a battle to clear their minds. It's also the resting place for many of the previous rulers of Amu. Their bodies held in urns, cremated into ashes. It too is the resting place of many of my relatives. I guess Zalcore is my great-great-great-grandma. I want you to respect our history when you are there, please. You must not disturb any of the urns or ashes. Is this understood? Get your flower and return. Please.
That is what we plan to do.
That is all. I just want you to have some respect for our history. We have suffered enough during these trying times. And then she leaves.
Seb. So I was inspecting a little bit of the steeds that I can summon. Can I summon a Jakuli?
The Jakuli was a snake thing.
Oh, I mean, it's large. Maybe I can slither with it. It's 1.5 challenge rating, so
Jakuli.
I like the imagination.
Let me see if it'll be suitable. And these are the ones that ambush you guys, the jumping snakes.
yeah.
The Jakuli had me confused because Jakuli sounds kind of like jaguar, and next to the Jakuli is a picture of like a big cat with like Medusa snakes on it. So I thought that was the Jakuli first.
Well, either Jakuli or a black bear would be my
mean-
idea.
A bear
I've seen a
wouldn't go
picture
good in
offer
the jungle, but you can summon a Jakuli.
Yay!
Yeah. Can I ride it as well?
That would be actually pretty freaking interesting. How you,
It could
you
take
just,
a couple of mounts. It could take a couple of people mounting it.
Excellent.
All right, so yeah, after encountering one of these things, Talon, you try to think of summoning a suitable steed that is like native to the jungles of Cholt to help expedite your travel through the jungle. So
Wait,
you're able to summon up a
where's my-
Jakuli.
Where's my bird?
Yeah, can we summon familiar with the braziers?
Yeah, you're allowed to.
She said, yeah, she said one time.
Yeah, she allows you to do it. Well, she's dead,
Oh,
but you're allowed to use it.
okay, so that's many times then. I'm going to take it.
You're gonna take the brazier.
No, I'm not. I'm going to run my
They did
finger
tell
around
you
it.
that if you steal, like,
Yeah, I'm not taking it. I'm not taking it.
you'll be thrown off the edge, basically. They don't.
Sure hope you can fly.
I'll only take it if the
Fucking
castle
sky
crumbles.
door.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll use it to cast Find Familiar as well.
All right. So you're summoning Spiral.
Yes, so
Firstly.
I'll do it. I will do a spiral shape on the edge.
All right. So it's an owl. All right.
It's a dirty owl with
Okay.
a human face. It's one of those were owls from the Fae place.
Okay.
I will do a hawk.
Alrighty. Alright, use the braziers. You burn some incense, you do the ritual, use your incense, and you guys get your familiars.
I speak to the animals.
Nah, Jakuli actually, with the spell, it actually has enough intelligence to actually understand common.
Yeah, I don't think the steed is not an animal, but the familiar is. The steed is a celestial. Just looks like a.
Well, I can
it's a celestial Jakuli.
I can choose whatever it want from.
Yeah,
I
but
can make it Fae, Fiend, or Celestial.
yeah, so it's either way. It's not an animal. Animals are beasts. They have the beast type.
Yeah.
I presume you do
But-
celestial.
Yeah, I mean, I want it to be holy.
Okay, all right. So, all right, you guys have your familiars there, and do you want Spiral in his pocket dimension, or do you want him out?
It could just be on my shoulder.
Okay. Owls are quite large, so he's huge. So
Okay.
it's not
Makes it quite-
huge. It's tiny size, but they're big. He can be on your shoulder though. He will stand out, of course, as well. Quite a
Yeah,
lot.
it's okay.
Okay, he stays on your shoulder. And
I put JH in his pocket dimension.
okay, the hawk will go in his pocket dimension. All right, so you guys have taken just a day off, and now it's the next morning. It's heavy rain. You've got enough like supplies to get you to Nangalore, and you guys start looking at the map again. The Aarakocra will actually just carry you guys down to the bottom, and vice versa. Now that you've passed the test. So, what's the plan?
Let's follow the river to Nangalore.
Alright, as you guys get to the bottom, Artis just turns to you all and say, I know I plotted this course for you all, but I'm not going with you to Nangalore. I've got some personal business I need to take care of. I'll keep an eye out for your friends. I'll be back by the time you return from Nangalore.
If we come across Ring of Winter, we will grab it and hold it for you.
Huh. Thanks. Appreciate that. Alright, so you're on day 38. Your need for food has been extended for a few days because you're staying at Kir Sabal. Currently, you guys need let's see, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. You don't need that much water collectively between you all. You need 14
I'm
gallons.
wearing medium armor.
Okay. Yeah, you've been in the jungle for over a month at the moment, so it's the 6 of you.
Turg will take the map from Artisimber, and will start charging off in a direction in the jungle.
We follow him.
That was the last time you ever saw Turg alive.
No, like I'm leading. I guess I'll lead the party to Nangalore.
Alright, what sort of pace are you setting? Fast pace?
I
Regular?
look to everyone. Fast, regular, so.
Can we choose turbo?
Well, isn't it? It's still raining, so.
Yeah, so let's go slow for now since it's still raining.
The heavy rain doesn't really hinder navigation.
Normal?
Let's go medium.
Let's go normal.
Okay, you've got Kir Sabal as a landmark for the first day of travel. And are you going to the hex southwest of you?
So yeah.
So yeah. So we'll go southwest.
Okay. Navigation is good today. You managed to get 1 hex southwest. You travel during the morning, during the day, night falls. The rain eases off just a little bit. You're still in the thick jungles, but you've just come to the river at the end of today. You set up camp by the river, and that's where you guys are now that night. So let's see if we have a river camp map set up. I have a feeling we do. It's just a strange feeling that we do already. There is something that happens tonight, however. So if you just got like a canopy set up around the campfire, you know, so it doesn't get put out immediately. And just making a couple of adjustments here. Alright, so you've hit the river. And you've just had dinner. You've just cooked something up or eaten some rations. And it's just kind of just listening to the rain. Like a light rain. The rain's eased off a little bit. You're getting ready to go to sleep. And all of a sudden there's like these loud noises all around you. Let me turn out the lights as well. It should be dark. Like
Off, monkey.
I pull on my mask and I start looking around. Well, I pull my mask down over my face and start looking around.
You look around, and it's very, very dark. The fire only emits a little bit of light, and your dark vision makes the trees look like these thin, light grey lines, all these dark, blackish coloured leaves. And you can see, like, you're just seeing, like, you know, in your infravision, black and white. Alright, Victor, you cast light, take a little looks around, and your vision's just getting lost in the darkness all around you.
I also cast light on a pebble, and I just throw it there somewhere.
Okay, you throw it into the trees, and you see a face for a brief moment in the tree line. It looked humanoid, but furry, some sort of Bigfoot, but small, a small foot.
Small foot.
And it was very, very quick. It kind of swooped out of the way, and then you can hear this like fluttering of wings, and you can hear the same noise.
Just DBB?
It's the Wicked Witch of the West.
It's coming from all around.
Small, big fly foot.
We'll just call it medium foot.
Medium foot.
And you start to hear some rustling in the tree lines now. Something moving around.
Well, I cast light on another one that just throw in direction where the sound is coming from.
Alright, you catch a glimpse of like a feathery wing and a hand covered in brown fur.
Go away. This is taken.
And all of a sudden, these a massive horde of creatures just burst out all at the same time from all around you. There's over a dozen of them. They're monkeys with wings.
Oh, shit.
Told you, Wicked Witch of the West.
I cast speak with animals.
Alright.
Can I try to speak with them?
Alright, you try to cast a spell, but they've come in so quickly. They've just swarmed on everyone. There's so many of them, Tori. And we'll roll initiative.
Can things try not to be in 10 feet range of me?
I tried, guys.
You're under no obligation to attack them, and you don't know if they're coming in to attack you, but they're just swooping in at you. You're not sure what they want. They're like just cute little monkeys. They don't really look like they can fight. They don't have any claws. They don't have sharp teeth. They don't have any weapons.
They're gonna steal our stuff.
They're monkeys. They're dangerous.
Yeah, all they have is a bowler. That's all.
Ebola.
They're just all they have is rabies. That's all you have to worry about. All right, but yeah, they've just it's like a gang attack. You know, they've organized this to distract you a little bit, and then they've ganged up and they're swooping towards you all. So, Victor, what do you do?
So, are they rabbit monkeys?
They are. You saw the handout. That's what they look like. They
Okay,
I mean, if they're not rabbit, I was only joking about that.
But they do have Ebola.
Yeah, I wasn't joking about the Ebola. They're just like monkeys, and instead of jumping from vine to vine, they're flying, and they're.
So, I need to get my my non-lethal streak back. So I'm gonna do this.
Okay, don't forget to fill your spell slots up. You're all topped up.
Yes. Yeah. Oh yeah. One left.
Oh yeah, let me get the familiars out. I forgot about them. I forgot that they were real people.
Do you think the creature has to be alive for us to take their wings?
Wait, what?
That's dark.
Well, I mean, when the wing spell runs out, we can just perform the dance on a flying monkey corpse and take their wings.
You just keep one in a cage every time you need to fly. Cut its wings off.
I almost swung at Turwig then, so we're going to move here. And then I'm going to hit this one. I was going to swoop in for an advantage. But I'm going to bugger off next on my back.
Spiral is on initiative count 5. The familiar rolls initiative separately.
So you can go there, and I'll stab it.
He's perched on. I wouldn't imagine he'd be perched on his shoulder at the campfire. Right? He would have just been sitting next to you or something, or out in a tree.
So I'll stab it.
Okay. That is a hit.
Oh, non-lethally though.
Yeah.
Get a non-lethally stab it.
All right.
The monkeys are going to see you attacking.
All right. So you just come over, Victor, and you just smack it in the face with the pommel of your longsword and just knock it clean out.
I guess we're fighting.
And I think you've actually killed it instantly.
No, I haven't.
Yes, you have.
I'm
You hit it really hard.
my rage is finished.
You hit it for 10 points of damage. That one is dead.
I cast Animal Friendship on this one here. With my mask.
Alright. You cast Animal Friendship on this flying monkey. And Tori doesn't have the best track record with animal companions so far. And it's going to make a wisdom saving throw. And what happens is it glares at you. And the spell fails. It does not work.
Oh, dang it.
It has more than 4 intelligence. Oh boy.
It doesn't consume a spell
sorry,
slot
that's my
either.
turn.
And it doesn't use the charge of the mask because it simply fails. It doesn't work at all.
Okay.
Talon.
It is not Manimus.
He likes that mask though, Torik. He's looking at it.
The
He's
mask
flying
is
towards
securely
you.
attached to my face.
Well, as far as I know, jungles are kill or be killed, so
He'll take that face with him if he takes the mask. He doesn't care.
alright, I attack this one.
That is a miss. The flying monkey dodges. And that's a hit. Are you killing it or knocking it out?
Non-lethal.
Alright, you just
Non-lethal.
you managed to bat that one to the ground. Unconscious.
Alright. The next one.
And you knock another one out. You just double whammy as they're flying towards you. Double knockout.
Double whammy. Well, I'm gonna perform the randomness of myself, just employing as a target beacon
Okay.
in Sanctuary on myself, and do not ask me if I want to opportunity attack, please.
Alright, what do you tell your colleague to do?
Boink.
Alright, it's a hit.
It's a crit.
And Jacoli just
Swallows it.
yeah. It literally eats the flying monkey out of the sky.
Well, I'm like looking at it.
He swallows,
Okay.
swallows it whole. It's just like he spits out the wings onto the ground.
Wait, how many feet of movement he has? Oh, 30, so he goes back. I just tell him to calm down.
Alright, these monkeys continue their swoop.
And all right, this one, Turig, it comes in at you, and you need to make a dexterity saving throw.
I think you stepped off for a second.
All right,
Yeah, I'm back. Yeah.
All right, make a dexterity saving throw.
Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah.
All right, the flying monkey leaps at you, Turig, and it like grabs onto your bag and starts like wrestling with your bag, trying to grab something out of it. But you manage to fight it off, and then it kind of just flies back. You could opportunity attack it if you wish.
I will.
It's a miss. All right, Talum, make 3 dex saves. 3 monkeys swarm you.
Isn't it considered an attack?
They are
Still?
not attacking you. No. Otherwise, I would have just rolled an attack roll.
Alright.
Two more.
Oh, yeah, right.
All right. While you're busy fighting off one of them, 2 of them have swooped down and gotten into your backpack. One of them takes your hempen rope, and one of them takes your tinderbox. I've taken them off your sheet. They pilfer them from you. Tinderbox and a hempen rope. I'm keeping track of these in case you get them back. But they managed to pilfer 2 items from you, and then with that, they start flying back.
Alright, I attack the one with the rope.
Okay.
And this time I do it lethally because I'm kind of pissed off.
You just stab the flying monkey, and you manage to recover the hempen rope, so you can take that back. The other one with your tinderbox, he flies up 15 feet away from you, over towards the river. And another one swoops in. Make a dexterity save. He tries to pilfer you too. Tell him. He snatches that hempen rope back out of your hands, and he starts flying off. So he's got a hempen rope. All right, you can take that off your sheet. And that's what they're doing. It's a snatch and grab. 2 of them, 3 of them are going to fly in at... wait, actually more. Just going to do 4. Alright, 4 of them fly in towards Victor and Orion. Victor and Orion, both of you make 2 dex saves. They both try to grab something from your pack, something useful.
Ugh.
Would that help me there?
Yep, it is a dexterity save. You've got advantage.
2? Is it 2?
2. 2 on each of you. 2 monkeys on each. Alright, Victor, one of the flying monkeys manages to take your water skin. He takes your water skin. He snatches it up, and he's going to fly off with it. You've got an opportunity attack if you want.
I'll probably have my bow out, so would it be a disadvantage?
You can't opportunity attack with ranged weapons. It has to be melee attack.
Can't you just kick it?
You can punch the crap out of that thing.
Okay, I'll punch it.
That hits. Knocking out or killing?
Knocking out, obviously.
Alright, you just elbow the monkey in the head, and you get your water skin back. The other one failed to grab anything. And then Orion, you're able to maneuver out of the way of both of those monkeys' attacks. Pilfer attempts.
And I think these other two are going to just dash, and they're just going to swarm down on Millhouse and Petra. Millhouse.
How fireproof is a bag of holding?
Not very.
That is an amazing
It's not
question.
fireproof. Magic items just have like resistance. I'd say a bag of holding has like, I don't know, 5 hit points.
Gonna attack it?
The bag of holding.
Yes, exactly. I'm gonna send it to the astral plane.
You gotta be joking, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Alright, killing or knocking out.
I'm killing it. How dare it come
Wow.
to try to take my stuff?
You just pull out the hand axe and hit it in the neck. And it just is dead.
I've seen monkeys at tourist traps. They'll steal anything they can get their hands on. Then this one.
The monkey trainer's he's in the nearby forest rubbing his hands together. And that's a miss. The monkey starts screeching at you and flutters his wings to avoid the attack.
And I'll leave Petra to deal with that one. You got it.
Alright, it actually tries to bite you back. It doesn't have sharp teeth, but it still tries to bite you. And it misses.
And this is
That's a miss. Spiral.
Okay, so I'll go here, help action, and then I'm going to go and land on the steel defense.
Okay. Spiral does a bit of a flyby. Gets in its face. He goes and perches on the Still Defender. If the Still Defender accepts it.
yeah.
Okay. Orion.
I'll recklessly and non-lethally attack those two. Say, rapier.
That's a hit.
And if that one goes down, I'll go to the next one.
It does. And that's a hit. Alright, you just grab both monkeys and just smack their heads together, Orion. Knock them both clean out. Petra.
Since it's made its attack of opportunity, I am moving away.
Yeah, they're actually quite vicious when they're screeching and trying to bite you.
And I will blast it.
And the second beam hits, and it just explodes into brown feathers and fur. Victor.
Okay, so I hit this one next to me with advantage, non-lethally.
It's a hit.
I'm pretty sure. Yeah,
And you just grab it and you put it in a headlock, and then you just kind of bring it down to the ground, shushing it. As you just chokehold it. It's unconscious.
So now run up to our animal companions over here. And so do I have to do flurry of blows before I do my first attack?
Yeah, flurry of blows is a bonus action. So
Then I will flurry of blows.
if you do
right
it,
now.
cost your bonus action. It's 2 attacks.
Or is it? Okay.
So the 24 is a hit, 8 is a miss. And you just run up and just punch the monkey in the face as hard as you can, knocking it unconscious. Grab it by the wing and just haymaker it.
No,
You don't kill it this time.
just break its wing.
Turig.
Turig is going to run to the north 20 feet and is going to cast not firebolt, frostbite at this monkey here. Oh crap, I closed my sheet. I'm sorry.
Alright, that flying monkey just gets completely frozen. It's sheathed in ice and it just splashes into the river. Loses flight. Dead.
And I rush up to it and try to interact with the object and take whatever it's carrying.
It wasn't holding anything. It didn't get away with anything. Actually,
He got away with his rope, didn't he?
There was one that got
this
away
one.
with the rope,
This one's
and
got
there was
the
one
rope.
that got away with the tinderbox.
Yeah, that one had the tinderbox.
I grabbed the tinderbox.
Okay, you can grab it. It kind of bobs up and down on the water. Tell him.
Well, I'm gonna try to knock out this one.
That is a hit, and you knock a monkey out.
And now this one.
And that is a hit, and you also knock a monkey out. It splashes into the river.
And I grab my rope, and with the monkey, I just throw it on the shore.
Okay, you grab it, and you get your rope back. There's just a heap of unconscious monkeys laying around. You guys have beat up a bunch of monkeys.
We beat up a bunch of Orions.
After like the fight is concluded, Turig would definitely go around with his club and brain the rest of the monkeys. unless somebody stops him, he's going to continue to brain the rest of the monkeys and start preparing them to cook.
You actually notice that one of the flying monkeys has something on him already, and it's from Undril.
Ring of Winter.
No, it's a medal. It's a medal of the Order of the Gauntlet, a small silver gauntlet balled into a fist, or emblem. Undril's medal. You can add that to your inventory, Talon.
Oh yeah, and I would have given Talum his tinderbox back because I don't steal from friends and tribe.
So that means that this pack ran afoul of the second party.
So they should be nearby, in theory.
In theory.
Do I know anything about these flying monkeys or no?
Yeah, they're native to Jolt. They're
Like, are they territorial or
no? They're pretty
How
much they behave exactly like a regular monkey, except they can fly.
How many monkeys did steal
They usually,
from you before?
I mean, yeah, they act like monkeys, so I mean they're pretty curious and sociable creatures, and yeah, they're like pretty much harmless. Obviously, these ones wanted to steal from you now. That would be a part of their characteristics. They like to steal things. They like objects, trinkets. Many animals do. It is possible that they can be trained. Someone could have trained them to try and steal from you guys.
I tried I tried to train them.
I thought you just bashed all their heads in, killed them.
Yeah.
Well,
And Tori's got their corpses, and he's like got 2 of their corpses, and he's like trying to. He's like throwing them around, like fly, and he just like throws it 10 feet.
I do toss a couple over to the Jakuli.
Okay. I'm sure it'll just snap them straight up. So, yeah, maybe someone trained them, who knows. But, you don't have any other, any other problems.
Meh, like monkey. Migratory. Me no.
Alright.
Does snack become now longer because that's how it works in the game?
Does he at the end of a long rest? Is it at the end of a long rest, or how long does he last? Till dawn?
What, Jakuli?
Yeah. No, he doesn't
He
go
lasts
away.
until he dies.
Okay. Well, what were you talking about?
Does he get longer, because he's a snake and he eats something, like the game?
Oh. Alright, so you guys are all you all guys have your camp here, and you guys run into another group of adventurers that night. You're all woken by the sounds of panicked yelling. Help us! Help! This is like during the middle of the night. And that's where we're going to wrap it up for tonight.
Ah, come on, Seb.
Killing us.
You hear the cries before you see who it is. It could be your other party members.
Who sounded so feminine?
Yeah.
Was that Hugh?
That was Ragda.
Yeah.
Help me! What you don't know is that he had a sex change operation while we were gone.
You didn't put.
Wait,
You didn't
you-
put.
you guys don't realize
right
Ragda is
on
a
the point
female?
to make that.
I mean, that's some big ass plank on his chest.
I mean, it's not called Wagdo.
Alright, so yeah, you guys run into a band of explorers. I'll see you guys next week. Take care, everyone. Stay safe.
You too.
See you guys next week.
Later, Seb.
See ya.